What is up, guys? Houdini here, and welcome finally to the Soul Reaver remakes. Yes, they finally did it. After I saw that the old Tomb Raiders are getting remasters and remakes, I'm like, could they possibly do it? Like, this is Crystal Dynamics' baby, and they've done it. Thanks to the legends over there at Aspire. I know they have done maybe a less than stellar job on some of the Star Wars stuff, but my goodness, have they done a great job on Tomb Raider and now Soul Reaver. Yes. Now, what I've heard is both with Tomb Raider and with Soul Reaver, they've garnered the help of some incredible fans that have kept both of these series alive long after their publishers have decided they're not worthy. So it's great to see that. People from the community, thank you so much for creating this game, and thank you for Crystal Dynamics for actually greenlighting it. So this series is one of my favorites of all time. It is incredible storytelling, some of the best voice acting in a game ever, you know, and it was from the legendary Amy Hennig. You might know her from Uncharted and Last of Us, but this lady now, I think she's doing a Star Wars thing now, or Marvel, but this lady knows how to write stories, my goodness. So yeah, this series has had a rocky, weird kind of history. If you've never heard of it, that's okay. It's been quite dormant for 20 years, never really finished, sadly, and it is what it is. But please, if you can, get this game. It is fantastic. It's third person, turn of the century, just before 2000, you know, it was 1999, and it's got puzzles, combat, incredible story. Like, some of it might not hold up as well, but it is so wonderful. Holy hell, it's dark, gothic, amazing. And so it started from the legacy of Kain, which was Blood Omen. This was done by Silicon Knights. If you know Silicon Knights, they're a very passionate team, but also kind of run by a bit of a megalomania, and he kind of ran that series directly into the ground. He was also responsible for Eternal Darkness and Too Human, but he was also too hard to work with. He was just one of those kind of old school heads who believed it was his way or the highway, and it led to people leaving, like Amy Hennig and so many others, you know. So Crystal Dynamics published Blood Omen, and then along came Soul Reaver. It was an original game called Shifter at the time. That's got to do with the shifting between the spirit realm and the physical realm. And then it became a Legacy of Kain game and splintered things off. Took place years into the future, and we got a new protagonist, Raziel. He's awesome. He's our Soul Wraith, our Soul Reaver. He's awesome. And in the background, you have Kain himself, you know, a nobleman turned vampire. One day we'll play the Blood Omen series. I'm kind of hoping if this does well that they'll remaster the others, just like they are doing with Tomb Raider right now. Now, it is weird to just get Soul Reaver 1 and 2, because we did get Legacy of Kain Defiance, which works as sort of a Blood Omen tree and a Soul Reaver tree, tying both of them together, getting to play in as Kain and as Raziel. So I don't know what they'll do there. And then obviously there was the long rumored Dark Prophecy, which never happened. I don't know if we'll ever see that to finish things off. But yeah, Crystal Dynamics, hopefully using this as a way of bolstering and bringing stuff back. It's been a long time. The last time this series was touched was Legacy of Kain Defiance, which was what, 2003, so we're just coming up on 20 years of not seeing anything. We've had some weird stuff along the way. We've had Nosgoth, which was a failed kind of MMO. Then there was Legacy of Kain Dark Sun, which tried to reboot the series in a sort of Shadow of Mordor style. Didn't work out either, unfortunately. So here we go. So we have Soul Reaver 1 and 2. This works out at, I think it's like €26 right now, $26. So, you know, the other ones, you are getting 3 games, and this one's only 2. I understand, but I mean, it's so worth it. These are fantastic games. They're obviously inspired by things like Ocarina of Time and things like that, you know, but it's just dark gothic. Let's have a look at the bonus content straight away. So yeah, this series shaped me. It was like PS1 and then the Sega Dreamcast. Can't even catch my breath. I'm that excited to play it. Hell yes! I tried to play it for one of my birthdays, but unfortunately a lot of the GOG and Steam editions have just been left to die. Here we go, like Lore of Nosgoth, Dark Chronicle. Cool. Music player, galleries. This is great. Soul Reaver original soundtrack. Cool. Fan art. Concept art. Wow, they've done such a good job. Hell yeah. Most people, they think like maybe there's too many puzzles in the first game, and then the second game you don't have traditional bosses, so it's a tough one. I think they've added a lot of things that were just not in the original, like maps and compasses and things like that. Crazy. But yeah, this was one of those games that I played a lot with my older brother, and we would pass the controller and figure things out, and it was so cool. between the isolation and the soundtrack and the voice acting. I did not understand the story for a long time till I was much older, you know. Because it's quite confusing, you know. You got like time bending stuff, but it's done really well. You've got kind of fate and destiny. It's really awesome. So you've got the you probably know Soul Reaver is gonna kind of jump you straight into the action. So there's a lot of lore we're not gonna know. So Nosgoth is basically this giant realm. You've got humans, vampires, other creatures, all kind of locked in an eternal war forever, you know. Think like Transylvania. And in the middle of this, you have the 10 pillars of Nosgoth, and these basically act as different like emotions and powers that hold the realm together, right? Massive pillars that shoot straight up into the sky until you can't see them, and they go down below as well. And each one of them is held by a guardian. And as things go on during the course of Blood Omen, you can see that they become corrupted and the Guardians start mysteriously dying, and then there's revelations. I won't spoil too much, but it's wonderful. This is one of the greatest series. If you can't get your hands on it, there's definitely some good retrospectives and stuff out there, but I definitely urge you to pick this up. Hell yes. What's this all about? Millennium has passed since Kain has set his capital in the ruins of the Pillars of Nosgoth. So cool. Alright, I think that's just, yeah. Okay. Alright. Interesting. It looks like a part of the script, maybe. So what's cool about Blood Omen is at the end you're given a choice. And you're like, oh, who cares? Choices in video games don't matter. Well, in this case, he chooses the bad choice and runs with it, and it's fantastic. So Soul Reaver is basically the outcome of the bad ending of Blood Omen, where the vampires and Kain takes the throne and the vampires reign supreme. And basically it becomes a post-apocalyptic, desolate land where there's a few little tiny fringes of humanity left, but the vampires reign supreme. But that's not how things are going to happen. Let's go start Soul Reaver and begin Raziel's legendary story. Cool, so they kept a lot of the old stuff. Nice. I wonder will the faces move. Hell yes. What's weird is they've kept the weird... oh, they do move a bit. Okay, cool. They've kept the weird... weird widescreen issues. Compass on, hints on, interactive hints. Good. Sound, okay. Speech definitely all the way up. So sadly, because of the way time works, a lot of the legendary voice actors from this series have passed on. I'm trying to remember. I think that only maybe Simon Templeton is alive. I think Tony Jaa passed away a lot. No, is it Tony Jaa? I always get that wrong. No, I'm thinking of maybe it's Tony J. I get it wrong with the Muay fighter. But no, just absolute legends, and sad that a series goes dormant so long that's what happens. So I think what they've done is they're just trying to recapture all of the sound files and voice acting without changing it, and just try and maybe give it an AI upres like everything else. Alright, here we go. Sorry for that long intro. So it begins. Will we get subtitles?
Kain is deified.
Yes! This is Kain and all his brothers. Oh my god, it's in 60 frames.
Few know the truth.
There's his throne, there's the pillars of Nosgoth behind him, and there is the legendary Soul Reaver.
For humanity drove him to create.
Let's go! Let's go! How's it going, Dynamite? Hello?
I am Raziel, firstborn of his lieutenants.
Look how badass he is.
Stood with Kain and my brethren.
So, well, even to sweeten the deal even more, I got this completely free, thanks to the Microsoft rewards. Let's go! How you doing?
Over time.
This is like my birthday Christmas come true right here.
Divine.
It's been about like what, 1,000, 1,500 years?
State of change and emerge with a new gift.
Got some of the character models. But here you go. Raziel is the first to evolve.
To the master.
He has grown wings,
Evolution would follow.
which is not a good thing.
Until I had the honor of surpassing my lord.
Surpassing my lord, that's a bad thing. Shouldn't do that in Vampire Brethren. Uh-oh, Kain is pissed. He looks so much better in the later games. In the first game, you kind of had to just make him... He ends up looking like Gary Busey with a white wig on. It's very strange, but now he looks badass. But many years have passed. So what is Kain going to do to Raziel for evolving past his master? What would you think he's going to do?
For my transgression,
Is he going to
I earned a new kind
reward
of
him?
reward.
Oh, yes. Do it!
Agony.
Rips the bones out of his wings. Cast him in. Oh, this looks amazing. This is probably AI Maybe. I don't know, it's very close. But it might be AI upscaling. It looks fantastic. Wow. Did you ever hear this series? Ever play it? I don't think many have. Only the true believers.
I, Razio, was to suffer the fate of
So yeah, this one came out 1999.
burn forever in the bowels of the lake of the dead.
It was when we were still trying to figure out lock-on systems and that.
Cast him in.
There it is. Look at these bloody wings hanging off him. So he's thrown into the lake of the dead. A never-ending torturous abyss. Because vampires can't die the traditional way.
Burning with white-hot fire, I plunged into
500 years in basically a bath of acid.
relentless agony. Time ceased to exist. Only this torture and a deepening hatred of the hypocrisy that damned me to this hell.
God, the music, everything. Oh, we're back, baby. I'm so happy. I hope they do the Blood Omen stuff.
Eternity passed, and my torment receded, bringing me back from the precipice of madness. The descent had destroyed
A lot of people consider this the peak, and Blood Omen 2 as sort of a ugly stepbrother, but they're all fantastic in their own way. Look at that. He's just flesh and bone. And there you go. He has no jaw left. It was burnt away. His wings become his glider. Oh wow, I've never seen that before. I've never seen the background. So he gets resurrected by the Elder God. A giant eldritch squid underneath the world.
What is this? What pitiful form is this that I have come to inhabit?
It looks fantastic.
Death would be a release next to this travesty.
Yeah, they kept the voice lines. I'm so happy.
You did not survive the abyss, Raziel.
This is almost 25 years old.
Spared you from total dissolution.
I would choose oblivion over this.
So this is a PS1 and then the Dreamcast. The Dreamcast version was so much better. Even Raziel's model looked better.
You are reborn.
Reborn.
The birth
My
of one
angel
kills
of death.
abominations traps the essence of life. It is this soul that animates the corpse you lived in.
So badass. Doing good? Yeah, hell yeah.
Eyes of Nazgoth.
I realized several Templeton was in this, yeah.
Souls of the dead remain.
As the Angel of Death and Charm, that's brilliant.
In the wheel of fate, they cannot complete their destinies.
Makes sense because of the Angel of Death in this.
Redeem yourself. Or if you prefer, avenge yourself. Settle your dispute with Kain.
So all the walls, everything is part of this Elder God.
Free their souls and let the wheel of fate churn again. Use your hatred to reave their souls. I can make it possible. Become my
Those footsteps.
soul reaver,
My Soul Reaver.
my angel of death.
Yes. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Look at the compass. Wow, that's so weird. Looks great. Yeah, I've tried in earnest to make this work every which way I can. The patches on you know, GOG and Steam, thanks to the fans, have really tried, but it is tough. So I'm so glad this is a thing. These are games I don't mind. Like, say what you want about Crystal Dynamics, say what you want about Aspire. I know they've messed up. Mainly, if you notice, the multiplayer games they can't figure out, because they've either have inundated with too many people, or they just don't know multiplayer. But all of the single player stuff has been great. The Tomb Raider has been great. We'll see if they can fix Angel of Darkness. To me, Tomb Raider Angel of Darkness is nearly unfixable, but we'll see. It's such a great story. It just needs to have everything else pulled out of it and fixed, you know. We'll see how that goes. Look how cool Raziel looks like. Holy cow. He's got that kind of 90s boy band side parting. But look at him, he has like no stomach, no nothing. Just muscle. He's no jaw. The jaw melted away. So what we're going to do is going to be pulling this shawl and sucking in the souls. That's the Soul Reaver. And he's got these vampiric talons. I think the same on his feet as well. Pretty cool for 1999. And then these are what's left of his wings, which then become his glider. It's sort of Metroidvania style, but even more so than just always using that moniker. It's more Zelda-like than anything, you know. You're going to come back with different powers. Like, you can't swim. You can't really do anything at the start. And how the game works, it started as a game called Shifter, and it was the whole concept was to shift between two realms, and they kept that. This is a spin-off series from the Legacy of Kain, but it slots in so well that it bolsters the entire franchise, you know. And it was all thanks to Amy Hennig and her team. Before we ever got Uncharted, before Ellie and Joel in Last of Us, she made, and then before, you know, Captain America and Black Panther that she's working on now, she made this game. And she wasn't just like, she was an incredible writer on it, thank God, but she was a director as well, you know. She was there. She is a badass, you know. She really is. Like the writing, now you know what I've said, it does kind of break one of my 3 rules, which is don't bring in time travel, but it does it so well. It is probably one of the greatest tellings of time travel without being too confusing. It's really good. So yeah, let's see. So we've got a little bit of first person look. Let's see how they've done the controls. So this little spiral is your health, but it always reminded me of the Dreamcast spiral. That's how I kind of played it as well. I played it on both. You can have like a super jump. Yeah, so this whole room is the Elder God. Yeah, I think that's Tony, I want to say Tony Jaa. Sorry if I'm getting that wrong. And he did a lot of like bad guys and really, really great voices over the years. Yeah, Jungle Book, Hunchback at Notre Dame. Played a lot of cool dudes back in the day. Sadly, he did pass. He passed in 06. A lot of people that have passed. Everyone was like, oh, who can replace them? Like, don't. And thank God they didn't. Thank God they didn't. So wonderful. Yeah, so this one's about 26 for 2. And yeah, it's totally worth it. I hope people pick it up, even just to give it a try. It does have combat in it. You gotta remember, this is 1999. We had literally a handful of third-person games. It was like Ocarina of Time and Tomb Raider and Mario, and that was about it. And nearly none of them had lock-on. It was Ocarina of Time that created, which was what, 98, a year before this, created the Z targeting. This one has its own auto lock-on, kind of how Tomb Raider did it, where it's like, if you're there, you're there. Now, people kind of shite up and down when it comes to the combat in this, and I don't agree. I don't agree. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Yeah, Aspire. Yeah, Aspire. They're kind of 50-50 right now, but what they've done for Tomb Raider in this, I'm so happy. Now, it is because of huge fans in the community which have worked with the team one-on-one, not just like Zoom calls. I'm talking about actually like being part of development. So you can see there's that extra love that's being put into it. Thank God, you know. Now this is a sort of fast travel, which is cool. X to engage, which is really cool. It was huge for its time. So not only was it fast travel, so you'd go through here, right? Each of these are symbols of different clans of vampires. We're going to take them all down. Then you would walk through them. It was really, really cool. You got to remember, like, you know, even for PS1, it was huge. But yeah, platforming, lots of block puzzles, which a lot of people piss and moan about because Tomb Raider was doing the same thing. And you can see how Tomb Raider was taken over then by this team, Crystal Dynamics. It makes sense, you know, because we're known for this. But ironically, by the time Crystal Dynamics got a hold of Tomb Raider, they didn't do any block puzzles. It was all like Legends and Anniversary, so it was flips and slow-mos and QTs.
You are weak. You must feed.
The old hunger has left me.
So good.
I have no desire for blood.
Master Bounty Hunter for free. Nice. Hell yeah. Yeah, they've done nearly every Star Wars remaster.
You've become a devourer of souls.
So when you shift between realms, it's not just like load screen or whatever. It happens in real time, and it changes the world in real time. So maybe a straight pillar will now become broken and kind of shift in its perspective and allow you to climb up and down. Alright, let's have a look at our first feed. Watch, you're going to get to see some gross stuff. So there he is, his jawless fangs. He sucks them in. That's the only way he feeds. So this fills up your bar here. And then what that does is it allows you to shift back into the physical realm. If it has an air of green to it, you're probably in the spirit realm. And how this works is most of your powers are going to be in the spirit realm. And then you have to shift back. And you're going to slightly lose health little by little because you're kind of an undead zombie dude, you know. And there is combat as well. Combat's pretty cool. Just like with vampires, what's going to happen is they can't be traditionally killed, you know. You can leave them bleeding out, chop off the limbs, and they're just going to come back together. So you have to find interesting ways. You have to find good old-fashioned, like, classic ways of killing them, which is like, you know, fire and sun, and then other things like water.
Your wings, though ruined, are not without purpose. Take hold of them as you leap, and they will carry you across this chasm.
Chasm. Yeah, so this one's very, very important to me. I played a lot with my older brother, and then I think we got stuck for a lot of the times. You'd be waiting for magazines to come out, or you could ring up special phone lines that would send your bill through the roof. Nice. Oh my god, look at the little scabs. Look at these dudes. God, to give them such crazy texture. Slua. These are a lot of gross little monsters that half fish, half people. Because so much time has passed, it was like 1,000 years. See them trying to eat the souls there. 1,000 years, and then I think another 500 of Raziel being underneath all that. Everything has been twisted and warped. Let's go! Nice. So yeah, they call it, the auto face. Watch, look how weird everything is. Look, it's like dodge. Oh my god, yeah. Okay, so they really tried. Yeah, a lot of people shit on the combat. I like it. It creates this kind of this system, you know, where it's sort of all we had at the time, and then they will come back, so you have to make sure and feed on their soul. They get sucked in like a Ghostbusters trap. But yeah, people don't like it. It was lock on before lock on. This guy's scared, so he's running away. Obviously, these are just tutorial enemies, so they're piss easy. But for the most part, you'll be coming back. So when you die, you don't traditionally die in the game. You get sent back to this spirit realm. But it's almost like a walk of shame, you know? With the smudged lipstick and everything. You have to come back and basically get your health back. So yeah, you don't traditionally die that way. It's really cool. A lot of puzzles, like, I even get lost. I think they've added a map, they've said. Here's some of our powers. So this game has a whole magic system, like force push and all that. And I never even bothered with that. As a kid, I never even found half of them. And then you'll get like the Soul Reaver itself, which will be like a kind of a glowing sword, and that can kill vampires in one go. Okay, so when you see these, they'll send you back. Nice. It's weird playing this again because it makes me think I'm going to crash again. Isn't that weird? So what you guys been up to?
This is taxing, however. Your strength must first.
Just I didn't realize how hard it is to get those Microsoft reward point redeem things. Oh my god. I understand they don't want to give you stuff, but it's like, just fucking hand it over, you know? It took me ages. I had to literally ring someone up and be like, hello? I've redeemed this, so I was ever going to get it? It's like, oh, yeah, oh, sorry, yeah, I was going to get around to that. Anyway, this is what it is. It doesn't matter. It works. And I'll tell you one thing. I don't know what they've been changing around. Maybe you wouldn't notice it. You're in the UK. All my stuff is in EU, obviously, right? So it's in euro. But the Microsoft reward points just randomly changed to pound, and I'm like, uh-oh, am I gonna get a pound, freaking pound redemption card or whatever, and then it won't work. And it did give me a pound one, but it worked, thankfully. Anyway, so yeah, it's just cherry on top. I was saving them for the end of the year anyway, like maybe the end of year sale or whatever. Like, I will get Suicide Squad. I see it's a $5. I'm gonna get that. That's fine by me. I want to try Harley out. And if any of you guys have it, I want to get it at that price and play, then I'm down. And I'll even play it offline, I don't care. That's about all it's worth for me. But anyway, so you come here, right, and you go boom, and this way you're going to switch over. And see the way it changes, you see? I was very fast, you barely noticed it, but it looks good. It looks almost too clean, but it looks great. No stake through that. Yes. Massive stake through the heart. Yeah. Yes. Even better, dude, you get to impale everybody. Throw them onto spikes. Use weapons off the ground and throw them at them. It's super fun. And whatever reason, I think it was just a limitation, he kind of sucks things onto his hand. It's really cool. It's quite magic based. And then the story is sort of about, as I said, the eternal battle of humans versus vampires and the meddling, and was this world worth it? Like, is Kain really meant to be the leader? Right now, all Raziel can think of is killing his mentor. He threw him into that pit. But in reality, maybe they're more alike than they appear. It's really cool. And Soul Reaver sword is awesome. Like, it was in Blood Omen, just kind of hanging around. We didn't realize how important it was. It's such an iconic sword. They put it into, I think it was like Soul Calibur at the time, which is a huge thing. Oh yeah, there we go. Michael Bell. I think Michael Bell is still One, no, maybe Michael Bell passed away. I think only out of the 3 iconic voice actors. No, he's still kicking. He's 86 though. That's Raziel. And then most of them voiced a couple of people. And then is Simon Templeton still kicking too? Not to be mean, but it's like been 25 years. No, he's still going. He's only 70. Yeah, so maybe you could bring some of them back. A lot of them were so iconic they did multiple voice roles, so it's not just a matter of replacing one, you know. Oh yes. Let's see how far I get before I get lost. I played this game countless times over the years, and how far I get, we'll see. Nice. Got a free. Nice. Nice. Hell yes. Yeah, I gotta start claiming all those free stuff now. Because I tell you one thing, anything I get free PC wise, I always ignored because it was just nothing I could do about it. Oh look, I'm already kind of losing health just sitting around chatting. So you can see this place is kind of a hub area. You can see this wall stands out from the others for some reason. You'll see later. Like even when he's all flesh and bone, Raziel just rocking the gyat, his glutes. And then over here you have this door we can't seem to open, and then there's other stuff going on. So you've got kind of, as I said, that's the sort of Metroidvania where it's more about just coming back, different powers.
You are young yet, Raziel. You still retain many of your vampiric weaknesses.
Including water.
Immersion in water, while not fatal, will dissolve your physical body.
What's left of it, huh? I thought I did text chat today. We use that when we play if we need to push. Yeah, that's true, right? You could be like text-to-speech or something. I see they put the ready back button as well. Wow, ready up button. What, so if you fall in here, you like immediately burn away. Nice, I did that. Oh, we got an achievement for it. Alright, cool. Without having the swim ability, yeah. Spoilers, but you will get the swim later. Nice. So his quest is obviously to take down Kain, but also to kill all of his vampiric brethren, which have now mutated into grotesque monsters. Nice. There you go. That one's like a free trial. You're not always going to... they kept the sensitivity. Okay. You have to be really just in the light. You're not always going to have... right there, a place to shift. Shifting over in Ireland, I don't know why, but we call like making out shifting for the ride, for the shift. Alright, let's see. I like this little thing they put there. Little action button, very much like Tomb Raider. That's good, because she got her little Tomb Raider little face. And look at these, this is what the vampires have become. Gross. Like weird sucking, licking tongue things. Gross.
These foul, scuttling beasts could
to me, like, this always felt like a weird nod to what Blood Omen 2 would do. Blood Omen 2, you're playing as Kain, and you can telekinetic suck the blood out of people. But the whole thing takes like 30 seconds. See, there's one of the little things down there for your health and that. And people did the math over the course of Blood Omen. All of the same animation of killing and sucking the blood took an hour and 10 minutes of just that animation. Jeez.
Physical wounds are fleeting.
Yeah.
Vampire's immortal flesh begins to close.
So they kind of have a stun meter where you can mess with stuff.
Need only fear those wounds that impale or inflame.
It's some of my favorite stuff to do in this game as a kid. I would just go around doing the most gruesome deaths. So you can pick them up.
Would have to modify my tactics.
I'm playing this on Xbox, which is wholly weird, I'm not going to lie, because, as I said, I played it on the Sega Dreamcast when they did consoles, and then the PlayStation, so I've never got... I think there was an Xbox original version, I just never got to play that. So you can see how bloody they get, watch, and then they start to do that stun. Now you can pick them up. I think if I hold it down, I can carry him. So which kill do you guys want first? When we do a little spike, I can throw him into the water, I can throw him into the light. Shabam! Up he goes there. Isn't he a beautiful fixture? This Christmas, fuck the Christmas tree. How about bloody corpse? He'll fester, he'll smell, he'll attract maggots of all sizes. So he will not come back that way. Now we have to deal with his friend. These are obviously, once again, easier dudes. I love they kept that noise when you hit him. It's like... So yeah, if you leave him there, he'll start to heal and come back. You see, like a stun. I think it even attracts other dudes as well. So yeah, you could throw him into the light, the water. Right now we just have these things. We don't have any weapons yet, but we will get some. You see? Nice. They've kept a lot of the goodness. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, this if you thought like Tomb Raider had block puzzles, you ain't seen nothing yet. Because, oh, I forgot about that. That's cool. Because Soul Reaver takes the cake. It is. And what was cool about this is 1999, right? So still a good few years into Tomb Raider and its blocks and that. But you could three-dimensionally throw them, the blocks around. Watch this. Burn, baby, burn. I'm just going for no. Nice. There you go. Now we can get some souls. And these ones are okay. Those souls will just wander around. Sometimes if you're really stuck, you can just kind of hang around. And sometimes they'll be inside walls and that. Look at that. Jesus. What you have for breakfast, love? It's like he's unhinging his jaw. So cool. I hope loads of people pick this up. It's really cool. Or the old Tomb Raiders, whichever. Like, honestly, I just want to support Crystal Dynamics and Aspire. I know they might have done your Star Wars wrong. I get that. I do. But for the love of God, there's things that need remakes and there's things that don't. Like, I'm hearing fucking more Last of Us remakes and remasters. Stop it.
Obstacles can be moved effortlessly.
And Days Gone is getting a remaster. That game definitely deserves better, but a remaster is not enough. But we'll see. Alright, yeah, so it was really cool. I'm probably still bad at this. Yeah, drag it around. He's quicker than Lara to push blocks, you see, because he stabs his talons into it. But unfortunately, there's just so many. And then, I don't think it's going to show me now. Let me see. Probably not. Probably can't do it right now. But you could basically, maybe you need to be against something. You could basically, he will pick up the block. Wasn't there a way to send it flying as well? Let me see. Couldn't you like push it? Maybe they'll teach me later. Anyway, you could pick it up and then put it kind of up on a ledge. And, you know, it was really cool for its time. You know, we'll see how the map goes and all that. Honestly, the story's that good that the gameplay and that kind of became a little bit inconsequential. See the way he kind of teleports it to his hand? At the time, I just don't think they could model him picking it up like that. So here he goes. This is his first time observing the land after 500 years. It's just a gothic, overcast, grey nightmare. Nice. Which I don't know if you plan on doing, but I'll be down. Okay, yeah, I'm down. Have anyone tried Brick Life yet? It's like a little weird RP GTA thing. Never thought I'd see that. Of all the rumors I've heard, I never thought I'd see that. It seems really cool though. I want to try that. I know I've been so with Lego Fortnite. As usual, my issue is they just don't create enough objectives and missions and bosses. The want to play it is not there, outside of just fucking around for a while. And we played Indiana Jones, and we played Path of Exile 2 yesterday. Fucking fantastic. Like, my Christmas is done. I don't need anything else. And I got this. Oh my god, I'm so happy.
Now it is nearly played out.
Yes.
Nosgoth teeters on the brink of collapse. Its fragile balance cannot hold.
Indiana Jones is really, really fun. Not stereotypical. So this torch, although used for light, can also be used to set these motherfuckers on fire. So once he gets like that, hold, boom. There you go, that's a free, easy kill. Everything is usually one kill, so be careful. And we probably can reignite it off this flame here. Let me see. Oh, that just threw it. Okay, cool. Some of them will have spikes at the end, and you can throw them like that, and it'll be like a one-hit kill as well. Like, check this thing out. I just love the way he equips it. Let me see if I can move far enough away. There we go. Oh, no, he's going to do it like that. Okay, cool. Yeah, these are fucking fun. Let's see, can we get this guy, impale him. Boom! No, okay, he's too strong. Let's beat the shite out of him first, though. Whoa! I think I just accidentally opened up the map. Cool. Alright, I did it again. Hold on, I'm pressing some kind of button. How am I doing that? So this game never had a map, so this is wild. I think I'm pressing the wrong about face. Alright, here we go. Impale! Yes! Blah. Nice. Now some of them, if you don't absorb their soul, it'll go straight back in and they just get back up. What was that? LB? L1? Yeah, wow, look at this. We've never had a map before. Cool. Nice. So we got collectibles, health power-ups, Eldritch Energy. Okay, and we got an objective which helps as well. Cool. And can we like fast travel back to these things? Maybe later. We already have a fast travel anyway. Underworld. Cool, that's so cool. What else do the other buttons do? Okay, yeah, that's just that. And what is... That's just for shifting. Cool. And that... Oh my god. You see how stretched it is? So, that's something probably they didn't grab. So that means it's even more impressive. So Aspire created this themselves. The old game is 4:3 aspect ratio, which is how everything was because of CRTVs. And of course that squashes everything on modern stuff. So thanks to a lot of fan mods and honestly emulators, let's be honest, they created widescreen patches, but I don't think a lot of the teams are aware. So what they've done is remodeled this entire game and given us new great resolution, but the menus are still squashed to 4:3. So if you were to play that 4:3, you'd have black bars on the side and everything would be squashed. But so that's cool. I'm surprised they didn't actually use. So it looks like they didn't. Maybe they weren't allowed to. It looks like they used none of the old school, the fan patches and that. Interesting.
The doors of the sanctuary.
Yes. It's not out till the 12th. Okay.
I would need to find
they kind of have an end boss now, the Storm King. Nice. Let me guess an Ender Dragon, is it? So these kind of things, be very aware of this kind of stuff. These kind of bars. Not just gates, we'll be able to move through them soon enough. Nice. Oh, I'm so happy to have this back. Hell yeah, I thought, when I was watching IGN play some of this, and they're shite of course, but I couldn't hear any music. Oh, we're getting a combat music. How about you? You guys can hear the music fine, right? Must have been IGN just being a bunch of dumbasses. Nice, and we get to keep... Look at this thing. I can hear music fantastic. I know I turned it up, but still. Yeah. Awesome, because would you believe on YouTube, on the other screen, I had the Legacy of Kain soundtrack pulled up because I thought it was going to be too quiet. This looks great. Now, you can still see some, but it's like good old-fashioned, like, stretched textures. Oh, man, it looks great. I'm so happy. So, but I am still weirded out. I'm the same as everyone else. I'm weirded out that we didn't get Defiance. Defiance is so important. It, for the most part, finishes the story. Because Blood Omen 1 and 2 can kind of stand alone. And Soul Reaver kind of pushes it forward. Blood Omen 2, it is a weird baby, right? It was Silicon Knights going, we don't like the success that you're having with Soul Reaver, so let's go back. And they purposefully tried to mess with the timeline. Because as I said, Silicon Knights, not a big fan of them. The team was probably great, but that Dennis Dyack lad, go search up anything about that guy. He was a woeful person. Shouldn't have been in the industry at all. Just bitter, held grudges, horrible to his team, you name it. Probably old chauvinistic tendencies as well, like every other male game dev at the time. It was a boys' club and they made it a boys' club. It was like Wolf of Wall Street. It's all cool and it's like, hell yeah, but it's kind of dumb in a way too. But anyway, yeah, so he caused a lot of trouble. And, of course, this being head up by Amy Hennig, of course there was sexist tendencies going on. Man versus woman. Woman takes over man's, property or whatever. But it was published. The first one was published by Crystal Dynamics, so it was theirs to do whatever they want. Here we go. The very part where we were thrown into. Lake of the Dead. Nice. This is pretty much where it would crash and break for me.
The endlessly swirling vortex of the abyss. My tomb and the womb of my rebirth.
The womb of my rebirth. Damn! God, was the writing good.
Though much of Nosgoth's landscape had changed,
a lot of people love Blood Omen 2. Just like me loving this game. It'll have warts and all, but you'll love parts of it. You know, I think we all have a game like that, right? Where it's like everyone thinks this game sucks. Or whatever game sucks. But I secretly love it. This one is a cult following to the nth degree, you know what I mean? You couldn't ask anyone under the age of like 25 that would probably know this. It's just the way it is. Because it's around that age old, you know. Anyone who does either had a really kick-ass brother or a really kick-ass father or sibling or somebody, you know, that just was badass. But yeah, it always pissed me off. So when he brought out Blood Omen 2, it kind of it basically did one of those classic bitter, dumb ideas where he tried to change the timeline, kind of like what Zelda does. And he was basically like, but what if Kain didn't do this and instead went on the warpath? And doing so almost kind of broke Soul Reaver in a way. It tried to anyway. But we're dealing with someone as incredibly genius as Amy Hennig, and she was like, alright, bet, you know, hold my beer, challenge accepted, let me show you what I can do. And on along come fucking Soul Reaver 2. We tied it all together no matter how much he tried. And then Defiance as well. Defiance, by that time we were moving into the more kind of middle ground. So a lot of things have become really clever conventions. And basically, let me see, wasn't there a way to like drop the weapon? I'll think about it. I want to pick him up and throw him on the spike. Was there a way to drop the weapon? And that'll do for now, I guess. I probably lost it. Yeah, so Defiance kind of has a lot of good and weird things going on. Well, maybe you can't do it with that one. Yeah, we'll take this one instead. Here you go. The multitude of ways that this guy can die. Let's see, what was the way of dropping things? I'm trying to remember. It might have been down. Is it down on the D-pad maybe? No, that's just, you can use that directional if you want tank controls. I suppose we can just throw it around, I guess. I don't know if I can pick this back up. I can. Cool. That's so cool. You don't realize how cool that was for its time. Another game I want to play. It didn't become a series, but I have very distinct memories. Also dark and gothic, if you couldn't tell. That era was there as I was growing up. Was called Primal. Really, really cool. You play as this punk rock chick called Jen. Very noticeable tattoo on her back and typical kind of mid-2000s new metal. And she gets sucked into this world like mid-concert by this tiny little gargoyle named Scree. And you get to play as him and her. And he can kind of harden himself and become a platform. There's like Victorian vampires in it. There's gothic monsters, demons. So cool. It's called Primal. Now a lot of them, that one was a Sony only kind of thing. And they ended up becoming back onto the PS, what was it, PS2 to PS4 stuff. But they were never given the proper amount of love. Got the music, I'm back. Oh, Sega Dreamcast, how I miss you. Nice. Every day we get new Switch leaks. Switch 2 leaks. Nice. And then with Fortnite, I'm hearing like Lionel Messi is coming. All the old concerts, like the People concerts, whatever, they are all getting new skins for free as a way of like, thank you. And then yeah, Hatsune Miku is going to be the next one. I believe this whole New Jeans thing, New Jeans basically have been one of the first K-pop bands to fight against their record label and win. They've decided to try and disband and want to do solo stuff. If you don't know anything about K-pop, it's not just catchy stuff that everyone's like weirdly getting brainwashed by. It's also an extremely kind of teenager labor factory. They have to work like 18 hours a day. If they miss the steps, they're pretty much beaten. Most of them end up with serious stress problems and possibly offing themselves. It's horrendous conditions. But hey, catchy music, right? Catchy music. Jesus Christ.
I knew the hand that wrought this deed.
Oh yeah, here's to New Jeans doing their own thing. I don't really follow them or anything, but yeah, the reason I brought it up is it's probably going to interfere with their Fortnite thing because they're not really going to exist as a band. I don't know why it would interfere. Just let it be, you know. Why not just play? Let it go. Alright, come on, you little shits. So yeah, we got a lot of these little common everyday bios. Later on, it's going to get really nasty. A lot of cool bosses. Second game didn't have as many, if any, bosses. And that kind of... although that, he got his soul straight back because I pulled the weapon out of him before eating his soul. Isn't that cool? So yeah, nice. I unintentionally showed that off, I swear. Definitely just not making a dumb mistake. Actually just showing you how to get it done, right? Nice. I keep pressing that button. It's a new map button. I'm not used to it. Alright, this time you have to eat your dinner, then do it. How you impale 10 vampires already? Now take your weapon back. Nice. Come on down. I think he's kind of stuck up there. You're not going to have the most ingenious AI, but you'd be surprised. Yeah, I think he's fully stuck there. You know what that means? Say cheese. He took that. Nice. He took that well. Good job, huh? Good job, Billy. Nice. I think he's proper stuck there. I think he respawned when I took the thing out of him and he was just there. Another one! Shit dang. It fucking takes it. How about this? La 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 la. This is some like fucking Benny Hill stuff, you know? Oh, dang. Oh, bonk! Oh, that actually got him. Hey, nice. Say cheese. Say happy. Where'd he go? He was up in the air for a second. Nice. I think we both had a... Oh, now he's trying to push against the wall. Oh, yeah. You can make the game look as cute as you want and beautiful as you want, but it's 1999 still in there somewhere, you know? Fucking hell, I love it. I love it. I love it. Even in its goofiness. I love it. Yeah, it sucks that clearly there's one side of Aspire that are doing, because they put out like what last year they did all the Tomb Raiders, and then come here, you. Dude, I'm not gonna be able to pick this up and get to him in time. No, it's just not gonna happen. We'll do our own thing. Oh, we got the impale without impaling. Nice. Yeah, one they like you're gonna do 2 sets of Tomb Raiders and Soul Reaver. So clearly there's a team doing these and a team doing the Star Wars stuff, and one is notably better than the other. Sorry, I don't want to pitch us against each other, but prove me wrong, huh? How about put one single Star Wars game without having trouble? Jesus. That is what is. Can all be great. Hey Pyro, how's it going? So this is the famous Soul Reaver. Yes, I tried to play it on one of my birthdays, but it just kept crashing. Just kept crashing. It's all PS1 and Sega Dreamcast, that's how I knew it. Just really special. How you doing, sir? How you doing? It's been a minute. Everybody's kind of doing their holiday things, trying to get everyone together. You guys doing a bit of shopping? I noticed a lot of you guys don't actually have to bother with that stuff. It's just a family tradition not to bother. Some people are like that, you know. Like when you're a teenager, you're kind of like not expected to get presents for each other because you just don't have any money. Or your mom will give you like 20 bucks and you're meant to get like a couple of presents out. It's like, huh? But usually when you're a little bit older, it's like, oh, you gotta get stuff. Everyone has their own traditions, and some traditions is just not to get presents. They don't want to buy into that stuff, and I get that. Oh yes. See, this is done by the same guys who did the Tomb Raider, and they did a great job. You're not gonna, don't expect some grand like visual upgrade or anything like that, you know. It's just fantastic as it is, because they had very little to work with. I would argue that the Tomb Raiders, you had more to work with, and they were probably slightly more impressive what they were doing. But you know, Soul Reaver trumps like 90% of video game stories out there. There's very few that are better than this. Very few. Nice. There's lots of secrets around. I don't know the half of them. Hello. He's just been feeding. The quicker you kill these bozos, the better. It's all about that cheeky, quick soul eating. You want some of this, bitch? Oh, look at that. Nice mid-combat. I love it. Alright, how did you drop the weapons? I feel like it was B or A or no. Something like that. I suppose we can do it that way. Come here, you. I always try and throw them on the torches. Maybe you just can never do that. Anyone else we can throw this guy? No. Come here. Get out of the way for a second, Billy. There you go. Do your little burning dance. Dee-dee. So fucking badass. There's this kind of like industrial 90s. It's got a little bit of fucking techno in there as well. They're all trying to bring that back now. You know, Trent Reznor, 9 Inch Nails, and he's a movie and music producer now. He's like, he was born and raised on that stuff. And every time you listen, you know, everyone likes their 9 Inch Nails songs, and then go listen to the crazy stuff they did. Some of the albums are just straight up fucking. It's like ambient techno. Oh my god! I pressed that button one more time. We have a new map button, so my brain is like, I love map. Nice. You go over there. I can't remember how to drop. I think it's. I'm really sure it's like crunch down and then press one of the buttons. We'll figure it out. Is that good enough? Nice. It's the Burning Man, or at least the Burning Vamp. So you see when you're in the normal physical realm, you have the swirl. That was always like Dreamcast swirl for me as well. And when you go into the spirit realm, it's more kind of like a hexagon. Really great series. I definitely urge you guys to pick this up, and or Tomb Raider, whichever, or which both. I don't care which. They're all fantastic in their own right, and they're finally kind of brought into the new generation. Everybody can play them. It's dirt cheap as well, you know. You're getting 3 games, and some of that, it was on sale for 15, and this one's like 26. You know, like, jeez. There is nothing stopping you except yourself and your own wallet, I guess. If you want a little taste of history, and hopefully, what I'm secretly hoping is it just allows them to possibly think of a future where we can bring all this back. Nice quality of life upgrades for this as well. We have a map for the first time, as you can see as I keep pressing it. And we have a nice compass and objectives, all of which we did not have. This is Raziel. He once was one of Kain's firstborn. They called them like offspring, but I don't think it's like a traditional sense. But after many years of the vampires ruling, he evolved to grow wings, and Kain did not like this. Immediately ripped the bones out of his wings and cast them into the Lake of the Dead. This is a giant acid lake where he stayed for 500 years, and then was resurrected by an eldritch tentacle elder god to do his bidding. And so he became the Soul Reaver. Now we're going on the hunt for Kain, but little do we know, there's plenty more where that came from. It's only the beginning. What just happened there? Nice. Nice. Chillin', had a lazy day today. Lovely, lovely. Nice. Any plans before the Christmas? Any plans to head off? It's still early. Like, Amazon are like freaking out, and they're like, it'll arrive before Christmas. I'm like, it's 2 weeks away. Usually you send stuff every... Oh, jeez, that scared me for a second. Send things every 2 days. I don't know what's going on with them. Oh, we have some... Oh, no, it's just the rain. Okay, cool. I thought I was seeing the jagged edge of a certain area, which would be fine, you know. I'm used to that. Nice. No. Camera's still a little volatile, but in fairness, it was always the hardest, roughest part of the game. It just... You know, this was 1999, so it wasn't just... like going through puberty for all of these things that we know and love now. It was kind of broken intentionally. You know, we didn't have a lock on. This one they call it like about face. We had Z targeting from Ocarina of Time, but it hadn't taken off yet, you know. Even though little did we know it would be the only way to fly. Sorry, cameraman. You just killed the cameraman. Want this one? It's cooler. Hell yes. And then yeah. Cameras, you can use D-pad as well. I noticed that I don't think they have much options in the controls here, is it? Just configure, okay. Well, that's pretty nice. Map screen, sneak, face enemy, glyph menu. Okay, that's good. Oh, shortcuts. Toggle HD mode. Photo mode. Wait, what? I can do that? Let me have a look. Oh, we got a cutscene. Maybe I can still do it in the cutscene. Oh my, look at that! Nice. I love when they do. That's what he looked like in the PS1. Isn't that ridiculous?
I didn't recognize these flayed racks
cool.
of flesh.
I'm so happy when they do that.
They gnawed upon their victim's carcass like dogs.
Like dogs. It was Halo that was the first to do that. Right, let's have a look at him. Look how bad he looks back then. He's like a squashed head. The Dreamcast version looked a bit better because I think they ended up using it was either they used the Soul Reaver 2 model, or they end up using the Dreamcast model for Soul Reaver 2. It's freaking awesome. Hell yes. You're not going to expect any kind of like crazy colors or anything in this game. It was meant to be a very dark gothic world, and by God is it. It's 1500 years after vampires basically reigning supreme. Dunk! You can see how strong these guys are, huh? Can we still throw them on the fire? Yeah, these guys are a little bit stronger. More of his vampire brethren. Just kind of showing you how bad things have gotten. I see that kind of works as a auto lock on as well. You're surprised at what little they did with how little they had and what they were able to do. Nice. See, I kind of wish the GTA's got something nice like this done to it. Instead we got weird mobile ports. That's cool. I didn't know I could do that. It's so cool the way they do it on the fly. How they're able to do that is they're usually built over kind of a shell. Like when the Shadow of the Colossus remake was done by Bluepoint, that's one of the best remakes of all time. That was done huge, like from the ground up, but the actual PS2 game is found out of bounds in the map, but it's off to the side. Whereas these games are done sort of as a giant shell put over everything. Nice, there's a few little humans left. This guy gonna help us? You good? I think he forgot to load. Forgot to load. So there are a few humans left. Part of the humans are known as the Seraphim. They're basically vampire hunters, like Van Helsing and things like that. And they'll come into play later on. As you can see, they've definitely lost. So the concept of this is it comes from Legacy of Kain Blood Omen, which is where you play as Kain. He's kind of a nobleman who gets struck down and turned into a vampire, and he finds out that it's kind of sort of part of the plan that he was being manipulated by one of the guardians and stuff like that.
This charnel house bore the unmistakable marks of Melchiah's clan.
Melchiah.
Had our dynasty plummeted if these
and then Soul Reaver was honestly a whole different game, then turned spin-off, and now is one of the best games of all time. I don't think it's properly been surpassed in terms of storytelling. Most people will shit up and down when it comes to controls or the combat or whatever, you know. I think this will hopefully make people realize how incredible it is. It's not breaking any kind of conventions. It's 25 years old, you know. Everything you see was a sort of first time thing, you know. Closest this game got in terms of what was inspired by it was Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, you know. And even then it was around the same time, so it was more like, that's how they do it, let's give it a shot. Everything else was already set in stone. There's we get a lot of block puzzles. This is one of Crystal Dynamics' early games. The only thing they did really before this was the Gex games. So they went from, you know, Austin Powers slapstick humor, piss take of James Bond to this, you know. So definitely a glow up. And then Eidos kind of being everybody's keeper. Eidos Montreal, they own nearly all of this Crystal Dynamics and everything. They saw what was going on, and they basically said, can you guys do Tomb Raider from now on? So that's what happened there. But Eidos, French company, really kind of, you know, stereotypical parent company being a bunch of wankers. They ran everything into the ground. They're also responsible for Deus Ex, or what's little remaining of it. Another series that's been slept on. Jesus.
His soul could not sustain the flesh, which retained much of its previous human frailty.
You start to see a little bit from his brothers.
Was passed on to his offspring.
The offspring in a vampiric nature is not like getting busy. It's basically like who you sire. You sire different vampires. So basically who you bite and pass on your curse to, you know. They become your brethren. These guys are kicking my ass. Need to use the about face more. So yeah, the first guy. Some of the bosses are just plain Jane bad. There's no other ways around it. Some of them they don't even move. But the rest are really good, and they all have their symbol for their clans. They're all basically Raziel's brothers, but they are complicit in his demise, so they must die, each and every one of them. Not to mention they've all become monstrosities, so yeah, probably best to put them out of their misery. They've festered away on their... You want some of this bitch? Without any humans and anything to oppose them, they've just mutated into messes. Each of them just so happen to have a nice special power that we can get and allow us to get closer and closer. So we could have pushed them into the sun there if we wanted as well. Don't have any plans left before Christmas. I was in Germany for a week, but that's me done traveling. Good. I'm going to cross the country to see family between Christmas and New Year though. Nice, nice. There you go. Yeah, but same. Just messing around. Trying to, every year I've taken on a bit of a task too much, but I'm pretty much doing everybody's shopping as well as my own. Because they're all just getting a bit older, so they wouldn't have a clue. Let me see, does this still take over from the old? Yeah, it kind of does. The old spiral stuff. Nice. So these are kind of unlocking fast travels for later. It's not too much backtracking. It's up to you if you want to do that. As I said, there's a whole magic system in the game too, which I very rarely mess about. Nice. Yeah, we can already tell that we're not going to have to deal with no crashes or anything yet, thank God. Makes me so nervous. So nervous. Because I couldn't get this to bloody run on PC. So nice to have it back. Totally worth the money in my opinion. But to each their own, I get it. Like, you don't have nostalgia for certain things. If I press that one more time, I guess I'm more used to like locking on with the left. New Indiana Jones game is really cool. We played it and messed around. It's the perfect kind of game for me because I can just be goofy. And there's no, like, it's quite stealth focused. It's more Dishonored, but there's no punishment. So we just popped off. We had like it was like an M1 rifle or something, 1937, and we had Indy's revolver. So I was just popping off. I was killing like 10 or 15 dudes. So trust me, don't listen to the nonsense. You don't have to play it stealthy at all. So yeah, if I remove that weapon from him before eating his soul, he'll get back up. There's a lot of cool things like that. Might not seem like much. Water will kill us, but you don't kind of traditionally die in the game. Oh yeah, to hold on to it. You'll go to the Shadow Realm. So yeah, I think this game might not mean much to any of you, and that's okay, that's fine. But trust me, you would not be playing half the games that you love without this, because this is Amy Hennig's baby. This was one of her first projects. She directed and wrote it, and well, helped to write it. And God, thanks to her. Huh? I don't think we're getting up that way. I think, if I remember correctly, we toss a block on top of this. Wasn't that it? Yeah. So very, very important. She did the best she could with crystal dynamics. You know, even dealing with Silicon Knights not being too happy with things. Oh, I just did the classic walk off the edge instead of jumping. Oh well. Okay, some of the stuff it's actually better to go down and have a look at it. Fucking jeez. That map button is becoming my new best friend. My new best friend. Let's get some of these souls. So once you die, you have a little less health, so you're gonna take a little damage. Nice. Yeah, sometimes there'll be secret areas, see? Sometimes you just have to come down here. Might just be the way back up. Oh shit, what was that? Oh, thank you DPJ for re-upping. I appreciate it. I'm going to I want to get someone involved, get them to do like a big new rebrand portfolio stuff. Been wanting to do it for a while. That'd be nice, because all that stuff, Streamlabs have kind of like woken up and fixed a lot of the things. Like for the longest time, any kind of resub had no alert. It was just nope. You had to either use like 15 different bots. I despise having to use bots, and most importantly having to use more than one. Me little shite. So trust me, the less time spent in any of those things, the better. I tend to like to set things up once and leave it to F alone. It just becomes a nuisance. You know, it's not called streaming bots for an hour. It's called fucking streaming. Whee! Alright. Pirate's life for me. You come out with the weirdest things, I swear to God, dude. You guys getting all shit for Christmas? Christmas? Do you buy any presents for your family, DPG? Nice. Okay, this is probably for later. I'm gonna have to die again once we get the wall climb. Hell yes. It's all good. You learn where things are, so you learn where not to go. See, there is certain parts do hold on to the old little ledges. I see it. I see you. I see you. Nice. So yeah, doing a bit of shopping for everybody, and yeah, just spend a bit of time out with the family, which is good. Every year, kind of, there's more people to buy for, and it's good. It's good times, good fun. I don't mind. You know, today I was like out doing a little bit. I have like a half an hour or an hour after work every day, and I've noticed that, you know, like we all kind of get stressed out with the holidays or seasonal depression, and I've noticed to myself, I was like, huh, that is interesting. That's exactly what's going on. I don't hate Christmas and I don't hate the holidays. I hate holiday people. I don't hate people in general. I hate holiday people. They're very inconsiderate. They're greedy. They push past. They won't even hold the fucking door open for people. I was like, huh, where's that holiday spirit? It's up your ass. That's where it is. They don't give a shite, man. I blame like sales, I blame all that stuff. I do 99% of my shopping online, but you know, you try and support small businesses too, because otherwise they're all gone. Okay, yeah, we can't open doors in this realm, so I should have moved back over. Nice. Oh, no response there. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, with these older games, even when they're being remade like that, there's one thing that is always retained. They won't admit it, none of them will, and that is input latency, input lag. So modern games have input lag. You're like, what the hell are we doing here? Am I pressing the button or am I staring at it? Nice. And it happens, sadly. The reason for it is just too much crap in the controllers now. You know, dumbass haptic feedback and dumbass adaptive triggers, that these poor devs are spending so much time on dumb features that they're missing the simple things, you know. Bye bye! Same way I feel about photo mode and all that. Look at Cyberpunk 2077 just got another new update, but it's all about like photo mode crap. So you can see kind of what's going on with the gameplay loop here. You see one realm you can't, you know, you can't go through doors. Well, so you have to go through it a different way, right? And then in the other realm you can't swim. You can see what's going on. Yeah, Amy Hennig, what a legend. So she'd stick with the legacy of Kain for as long as she could, until Eidos and Crystal Dynamics kind of figured their own self out and went on to Tomb Raider. So then she left to go to Naughty Dog. And I believe she helped a little bit with Jak and Daxter. Correct me if I'm wrong. Not the first one, but possibly 2 or even 3. It was one of those weirder ones where, I think it might have been 3, where it's like, oh my god, this has got like a Mad Max story. It's arguably a greater story, but a lesser game kind of thing, you know. Still great in their own right. So she kind of cut her teeth there before Uncharted was happening, which is cool. Missed the hour of Indiana Jones. Nice, that's all good. How you liking it? Yeah. I love it. It's really good. You don't have to play it stealthy. It's a whole lie. People were like, oh my god, it's a pure stealth game. I'm like, no, it's not. I've got guns and stuff, and I'd be throwing stuff at people. I love it. I just pick up random objects. I had a dustpan and broom and just kick this guy's ass. It's really fun. And now I'm dressed up like a priest. It's really, really fun. The first person stuff just becomes a non-issue very fast. Like if it's really something holding you back, then just go play Uncharted if you wanted Uncharted, you know. Now watch this, so I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So in this physical realm, everything seems kind of normal, still kind of gothic archetype, but everything pretty much for the most part, instead of the debris and that, it's just there. Once you shift into the spectral realm, you're going to see huge platforming opportunities, and that's going to happen a lot. So a lot of rooms you're going to be doing both. Hope you're all doing well. How many copies do I own, right? Lego Skywalker Saga. PS4, PS5, Steam, and Epic. 4. Call me crazy. You are crazy. Been trying to call you crazy. Trying to get you into some help. The paddy wagon's out the back. Remember the joke of the paddy wagon? I don't do that anymore. Oh, you want some of this bitch? I don't think we can even fight this guy properly, can we? Oh, maybe. We won't be able to kill him, will we? Yeah, once they're red like that, they're almost dead. But yeah, it used to be like an old joke of these guys dressed in white. They'd pull up in a white van. It was called the paddy wagon, and it would take people off who would like go crazy or nervous breakdowns. You just can't do that anymore. It's snowflake season, you know. It's snowflake season. Nice. How many times have you finished a game? How many times have you 100% completed it? Ooh, there's the question. It is wonderful. Like Skywalker Saga is fantastic, so I can't blame you on that one, son. I would urge people to play that over the Lego one. Lego Horizon. Shit. Let's see if this is going to teach me this time. So this is what I was talking about. Watch this now. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's LT and X to flip. Huh? I'm already holding X. Uh-oh, that's a mistake. What? Oh, they changed it. So now you do that. Okay. I'm okay with that. It's not a mistake, it's just they've changed it. That's okay. So there you go. That little thing there might seem like, who cares? Just push the block up to a ledge, Cyber. That was like, wow. You know, that was a wow moment back then. Just having that manipulation of a 3D object like that. I know it sounds ridiculous, because it is. But it, you know, coming off the back of Tomb Raider, coming off the back of even Zelda, it was just unheard of, you know. Okay, that's cool. So now, maybe it was always like that. I don't know. Nice. Love the music. This kind of atmospheric, it was almost like fucking techno and EDM and bits of everything mashed together. It's just, even like industrial, it's just amazing. This is just like, this is late 90s, but that was like such a part of all the 90s. I love it. Let's see, how was we meant to do this? This might be another Spectral. I remember doing this. There's little baddies down there. Yeah. I think you could sort of cheat your way over here, and then these raise themselves up. There's like a switch. You come back and do it again. There's a little box down there. Yeah. I can understand these older games, like whatever. Like another one for me was come out. Here you are. Another one was like the Nomad Soul. Flippin' hell. Maybe I should just change. It's too late now. Brain bad. I should change the map button to R1. Look at how he sticks his ass out. Nomad Soul was a shedang. It was a crazy Quantum Dream first game. And it had David Bowie in it, and as a musician and as this cool sort of ethereal character. Nomad Soul was one of the first kind of attempts at the concept of breaking the fourth wall and being aware that you're in a video game. So it was even before 3D GTA. So it was really cool. You were kind of inside this world, and you would possess other people. Now, a lot of people consider it one of the worst games of all time. You know, it's no E.T. Like, come on, lads. It was really cool. So you would just possess other people, and they would have jobs and lives. Some of them would be like professional boxers or police officers. You could get into different buildings or get into an underground fight club and all that stuff. It was really cool for its time. I enjoyed it. And then there was these weird demons that were coming after you, the player. So it was Nomad, the Omicron, the Nomad Soul. Another one on Dreamcast as well. Just really weird for its time. Good weird. And I just don't think we get good weird anymore. It was one of Quantum Dream's first game. Their following game, what would you call that? The sophomore game, which was called Fahrenheit 9/11, otherwise known as Fahrenheit. I always call it Fahrenheit 9/11 because of the fucking Michael Moore movie. It was called Indigo Prophecy as well. That one's really cool. That one's awesome. You get to play as a detective and a dude accused of murder, and you start off in bloody hands. I will play that eventually. I think that one's also PS2 something. PS2 to PS4. See, what the thing is, they're now going back and not fixing them, but emulating them properly as like its own thing instead of being stuck. It's just PlayStation once again fixing problems they themselves created, which was having piss poor emulation. You know, where you can, and same with the PS3. I'm hoping they're fixing all them. Streaming a PS3 game, I don't care if it's a 5090, it doesn't work like that, you know. It's a crap emulator. Alright, let me see, how do we do this again? It's like shifting and then using this to climb back up. So yeah, they're really bad, like trying to play the old Infamouses and stuff like that makes me so sad. This is the coolest thing ever, because it's a physical object. We can no longer pick it up because we're basically in ghost mode, right? And then it just fucking floats there, and it's not a mistake. It's exactly the way it is. And when you come back and you just pick it back up, it'll fall on the ground. It's kind of cool. All right, let me see how this worked exactly. Some of these rooms are just gonna flabbergast me. Nice. Come here, num nums. There you go. Get your num nums. Yeah, 3 times. Yeah, hell yes. Hell yes. You are a vibe killer, sir, and a chat killer. My God. What happened? Kind of similar to Dementor's Kiss? Yeah. Jesus. I like the Dementors. They creep me out. They creep me out. I think we need to get this box back. And I think that just probably opens that up to get through. Yeah, and that's what we need to do. Okay. Nice. He's a fucking vibe killer. Get him. I swear to God, I didn't... Oh, yeah, okay. I didn't search up this gobshite shooter dude But I cannot move. I cannot move on Twitter without seeing him everywhere. I'm so sick of the dumb sheep masses that keep making celebrities out of these psychopaths. Can you stop, for the love of God? I swear I didn't even search up his name or anything, and it's everywhere. It's so dumb. All these dumbass ladies like, oh my God, he's a hottie, I can fiction. No, that's not gonna work. Let's see, we can't lift this up here, no. No. Maybe don't do it that way. Could be the other way. No, maybe not. I thought we were meant to lift this up. Was it pushing it off this edge, maybe? I'm thinking it can't climb up that little half block. Ooh, since there's soul going through the body when coming live, we don't consume it. Nice. You think we'd ever get like there you go, it was down and X. Okay, see, I was close, right? I swear I tried all the buttons. Think we'd ever get something cool like a Dementor game or something? Yeah, so that's kind of how this lock-on works. You're doing this, right? And then... Oh yeah, I remember that noise they used to make. Where did I put it? Is there any way we can get rid of them? And you'd kind of dodge a little bit. Is there any game you guys are excited for? Huh? These guys keep coming back just to annoy you. I'm sent here to destroy you. But I think they're also there to try and give you a little bit of health back. Path of Exile 2 is super fun. The loot, just like the first game, I think it has some of the worst loot in a loot game I've ever played. And I've played a lot of looter shooters as well. Like, that's one thing Diablo has over. But in terms of gore, story, builds, all of that, it trumps Diablo every day of the week. But Diablo knows how to do loot explosions and proper loot. Me fighting a boss to then turn around and get a couple of, oh Jesus Christ, 17 of the same shite. No thank you. I would please like something a bit better. Isn't it funny, he couldn't get up that little lip, as far as I can know. If I got it wrong, let me know. But he's able to push it up here. Ain't that funny? Nice. Okay, yeah. Camera's still a little volatile, but in fairness, we didn't even have full camera control back then, so I'll take what I can get. Definitely, you can tell it's the same team as the Tomb Raider guys. Not in a bad way, just I can see the same implications of a lot of older systems. And yeah, it's definitely not a bad thing. It's almost like, if you know that, you know that. And it's weird because these two, they weren't meant to be sister series because Core Design made the old Tomb Raiders. Crystal Dynamics would not get a hold of her until the Legends stuff, and there was no block push and any of that stuff. The Legends trilogy are fantastic. Like, the grapple hook to me revolutionized the game. And yeah, the QTs, you know how I feel about QTs. I can never truly excuse them. They're fine to a point, but it's like one and done is enough, and you're like, oh no, I've seen this same T-Rex kill 5 times. Anyway, they're still great. But I think it was Tomb Raider, you know, Tomb Raider's block pushing, then inspiring this block pushing, and then Eidos going, well, you guys did a good job there. Can you do a good job here? And then they got the Tomb Raider, so it was a bit of an unusual one. And then Deus Ex, that's a different thing. Eidos kind of got hold of that through different means. Those were originally created also at the turn of the century, from the Looking Glass Studios, and that was like Warren Spector, one of the OGs. A lot of Spectors. You get the Phil Spectors and Warren Spectors. Phil Spector for music and Warren Spector for games. Deus Ex is awesome as well. That's like government conspiracy alien stuff in a semi-future setting, and end up being quite prophetic, just like Metal Gear Solid 2, where it predicted some of the stuff. I even believe that there was some talk of like 9/11 before 9. Anyway, that's besides the point. Alright, so the idea behind this, it sounds kind of goofy. It's so that we can have that door open while we're in the spirit realm, right? I think once we go into the spirit realm here, let me double check. I'll mess it up a couple times. It's going to change how we get over there, right? Maybe we were standing on one of these, raised up one of them. That might have been it. That might have been the play, boys. The Playboy party. Let me see if that was what they wanted us to do. Bam, bam. So yeah, you're shifting between two realms, changing. That was Amy Hennig's whole kind of mantra for this. Hell yes. Nice little gameplay loop between, you know, combat and puzzles and platforming. It somehow still has maintained that kind of input delay. I'll look into that and see if there's anything I can do, because I'm going to see myself still failing some platforming by walking off the edge because of that. It is what it is. It does seem to have D-pad and analog controls if you prefer one or the other. These kind of more precise ones. There's going to be some. I think what happened was it was just the going through that kind of puberty, as I said. So yeah, so I'm going to lower that down, right? And then because of the physical nature, while you're standing on it, now change to the spirit realm, and it won't, or spectral realm, it won't change, it won't move back because it's stuck like that. You see? And then having the door open allows us to pass through. Now we're going to get the power to move through certain doors, especially caged ones. You get the power to climb, power to swim, power to shoot magic balls, and have a spectral soul reaver, which is basically a giant impaling energy sword. Not unlike a certain saber, but doesn't need no handle. Your arm is the handle. It's pretty cool. I want to see how they've changed that, because the soul reaver itself over the years had different styles and stuff. So when it came to Defiance, which was kind of Soul Reaver 3 and Blood Omen 3, you got to play as Kain and Raziel, right here, this guy. And it was really cool, but they decided, once again, just going through the way it is, going through a constant back and forth of messing. Oh, look at that. See, you didn't even listen to my command there. That's weird. Back and forth between the camera stuff. Defiance had fixed camera angles, a la Resident Evil, you know? So you'd go into rooms and combat and all that, and it would just be like, okay, we were taking the camera controls away from the player. And for combat, I will argue it worked. It allowed you just to focus on locking on, moving, and shooting things, and it was really fun. For platforming, oh my god, it was one of the worst things that happened, because it was not only just fixed camera angles, it would try and move with you in the room like Resident Evil. So you're coming this way and then going that way, it would move with you like a CCTV camera, you know. Unfortunately, you're mid-flight, you're gliding, and you need to do precision platforming on a freaking fixed camera angle that would cut off the screen. Yeah, can you imagine the cussing and blinding that was going on? So that was a lot of Defiance. So all of these games are wonderful, but they all have what can only be described as kind of like massive teething issues. But this was 1999. This was a turning of the century. Things were changing, you know. We didn't even have the PS2 yet, but we were getting there. That took me like about 17 minutes too long, as usual. But it is what it is. That's me for you. Fail upwards. I play every game almost like the first time. Everyone's like, dude, this was a childhood favorite of yours? What the hell, were you blind, deaf, and dumb as a child? Because you're playing the game like it's your first time. Like, yes. Yes, I was. How dare you? I'm telling my mom. Alright, cool. Yeah, they do a lot of this kind of stuff too, where you're going to be balancing two on top of each other. Also was very kind of unique and cool for its time. But, yeah. If you listen to anybody review these games now, do you know the way you get people reacting to old music now and they're like fake reaction? Well, a lot of people will do modern reviews of these old games. I'm like, that's so sweet. Okay, so I think with these, I think I'm okay here. You need to get the sign, the symbol to match the insert. If that makes any sense. Hear that little click? So you can see that this one is not going to work, isn't it? No. So you're going to bring it out into the middle of the floor, and we're going to start doing little fucking Rubik's Cube flippity-doo-dah, you know? No, bad Raziel. So yeah, watching people do modern reviews of this stuff is hilarious, because they're like, how the fuck did people play these games? And I'm like, well, one, it was all we had. Two, everything was like revolutionary. It was not even analog sticks, you know. It was just really cool. Wonder what Epic's first free mystery game was. I'll let you guys know when I know. You know, I do see a lot of rumors. Expect at least one bridge simulator or farming simulator. 'Tis the way, you know. So there you go. So it seemed like I did that while I was chatting and messing around, but just kind of, if you know your block puzzles, symbol on symbol, you might not even have to do that. Let's see how far we get in this. There is like what, 5-6 brothers, so 5-6 bosses. We fighting Kain multiple times. Really, really fun stuff. I'll see if I can get some of the magic. I'll be honest, I used to play this game without any of the magic. They're called glyphs, but as I said, it's like some of them are like force push and other things like that, and it's like damn. And when I used to see people playing with that, I'm like, I don't remember any of that. Hello. All right, cool. So. Here's the block I was talking about earlier. So now, isn't that weird? So me and my older brother played this handicapping ourselves. Not because I think I should even have a glyph already. I think there's a glyph like in one of the first rooms. I don't have it. You guys let me know. There's a lot of secrets like that. I think the only game at that time that I really went crazy with secrets. Most of the things you just find yourself and you just write it off as part of the game, not realizing you'd found a really in-depth secret. But it was Shadow of the Colossus. Shadow of the Colossus is so important to me, and as I got older, it became like my sort of my safe haven, that game. I didn't even know you could do that. And yeah, as I got older, I told you guys during the early 2000s was a pretty bad period for me, like self-inflicted, of course. It was a mix of like puberty and not liking, you know, my existence and life, and just rebelling against everything. So yeah, it was a dark time, but Shadow of the Colossus was always there for me. And then during that time, believe it or not, like there was an Adam Sandler movie that came out, and it wasn't all about it, but it had a motif in the background of Shadow of the Colossus. I know it wasn't a video game movie, it wasn't dumbass pixels. It was a really heartbreaking movie. Go watch it if you ever have. It's not like typical Adam Sandler stuff. It's Don Cheadle, who you know as War Machine, and Adam Sandler. I talk about it a lot, and I try to bring it up a lot. It's good. It's called Reign Over Me. It's named after that Who song, and it is incredible. Absolutely incredible. One of the best acting I've ever seen, not just out of Adam Sandler, but pretty much out of anybody. It's really cool. It's just like basically a grieving man going through stuff, and kind of sort of shut down his entire life. I'm not spoiling anything. I won't spoil it. There's a lot of twists and turns in it. But did he not die? Not get a soul off that? He's still burning. Oh no, he's taking a while. You guys like it extra crispy? Or there you go, I needed that because you can just naturally pass away in the physical realm. But yeah, reign over me. Or rain on me. Rain on me! Yeah, it's just wonderful. So he kind of gets, I think what happened was when things went down, I think he was in the middle of playing Shadow of the Colossus. Of course, it's from 03 or something, so he's playing the original PS2 version. Classic. But yeah, just with Shadow of the Colossus, a lot of people have different memories of it or reasons, or maybe you play the remake. It doesn't matter. I don't really care as long as you played the greatest game of all time, you know. And a lot of people have different memories towards it, you know. They're like, oh, maybe they feel it's just epic and cool monsters, and other people's like, why are we destroying these? Or maybe they connect to Wonder, you know, or his poor fair maiden trying to fix her, you know. I could try to fix you. Let's try and push one of these into the sun. Sunshine on a rainy day. There you go. He fucking burning, so we're gonna burn him alive and then spike him. 2 for 1 special now on. Oh yes, and we get 2 souls for the price of 1. Cheeky. Yeah, and for me it was my safety net, and I did have a lot of meaning, kind of self put into that game. Certain different of the Colossi meant different things. I think it was me battling my own teenage depression. That's kind of what that came down to. As stupid and cliche as it is, it's just, I think that it hits us all different times and ages. Yeah, it's pretty damn bad. No matter how fucked up I was or how bad I wrecked things, I could always rely on that game being there for me. It didn't matter. Alright, we're getting close. I remember doing some of this. Nice. Cyber doesn't do magic, right? I think even back then I didn't do magic, which is crazy. Thank you, Streamlabs. A good Adam Sandler movie? It can't be. Hey, there's some good ones, right? Most people just stick it to Uncut Gems or whatever. Nice. Remember this one taking me a while too, some idiot. Yeah, I'm so glad that whoever was at IGN, they just completely turned off the music. I'm just walking around. All I could hear was Raziel's footsteps. It's like, oh my god, I don't remember it being that quiet. Like, trust me, I know quiet games. You ever played the original Dark Souls? It's so unnerving how quiet it is. Yeah, Jack and Jill. Oh god. Oh god. Alright, so you got Malakat's symbol here. Is it a tree? Is it an M? Is it a butt cheek with a little bit of poop coming out? You tell me. You tell me. And then we got these little things on the floor so you can see what we're trying to do here. Oh yes, I'll behave. Dum dum dum. Dum dum dum. Let me see. There's. I always get lost, but isn't there a little area? It's like almost like a back room background area. Here we go. Here we go. You're going deeper underground. Yeah, when I was playing this, it crashed multiple times. Couldn't get past the first cutscene, and then when I did, you know, the Steam version, when I did, I realized I was just, I'm not allowed to save, I'm not allowed to stop, I'm not allowed to do anything. I was like, dang, probably shouldn't have got rid of that weapon. They get pretty fast. The freaking map button. Nice. I shouldn't have got rid of me weapon. Let's see if we anything that we can get to stab them. Nope. Kept the doors the same way, which is funny. Rendering each room at a time. Alright, we got this big old grinder, little meat grinder. I don't think this works straight off the bat. Let's move it a bit closer. Move it close. I think that we end up like pushing something. Yeah. So Malakat, you can see he's all kind of about dead food sources. That was pretty cool too, right? Pulling stuff off the wall. No, it might not seem that cool. For me, it was. Condemned, I think, was the coolest to ever do it like that. Look at these creepy bastards. They're all like highly religious. The thing about the human side of stuff is pretty cool. They want me to pull this out so he'll wake up so we can have something to eat. The humans in the game, as you can imagine, like trying to survive the onslaught of vampires, it basically started to get involved with some really nasty like necromancy and alchemy and everything else. So they had this great king, and he became quite mutated and fused to his armor and everything, and he just became known as the Nemesis. The Nemesis. And this is just the other way in when he came in. And he went on quite a tear. He was destroying. He almost wiped out the entirety of the vampires until Kain kind of got involved. With a little bit of help from a manipulative master, Mobius the Time Streamer. Dun, dun, whoops. Dun, 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 dun. Look at this place. Not just good old PS1, PS2, everything's greys and grimy. 90s were such a cool time. I think we didn't appreciate them while we were there. We're still, even nowadays. Oh yes. Ow, Peter. What have you guys been playing? Any good games? Anything going on in the wicked wild world? All I ever see is stuff shutting down. I would expect the finals and a few others shut down. If Marvel Rivals gets a year, not only would it be lucky, but I'd be impressed. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, Malakat feasting on all the flesh, so of course he's got some kind of a meat grinding machine. Yummy, yummy. You see what he's become. Hey, bitch. I'll be right with you, sir. Hey, don't bother me while I'm eating. Come here, you little shite. Oh. Yobby, yobby. Look at that jaw. Look at that non-jaw. Oh, I think this one's trapped. No, it isn't. Cool. One case where clipping through the wall is actually a good thing. Love it. Epic's now removed the level cap Fortnite. Someone is already 1014. Yeah, it's too much Fortnite. A lot of it's out cheating shit too, you know. But yeah, they're very goofy. It doesn't take long to find them on Twitch and TikTok. Cheating everything. Everything they do. Everything in life. Can we used to be able to climb up here somewhere? We have to like move these around. Sababa bitch. Oh yeah, maybe. Oh yeah, we've restored power. Maybe this works now. Yes. There's always a couple of the brothers that I mess up and I forget how to kill them. Dum, dum, dum. The hardest one is definitely the fucking swimming boy. These guys will all wake up. Anytime you see those little bits of ashes, that's them. Alright, what was this one? Wasn't there a block here somewhere? One of these was a block. Mainly just for getting back up, I believe, but still. Oh, scratchy, scratchy. Probably one on the other side too. Bum, bum, bum. You gotta get the ambient music and any kind of music right in these games. Otherwise, you're gonna get very bored. Yeah, I'll play Primo one day. There's a lot of... Oh yeah, remember the game I was talking about yesterday? I just couldn't think of it. I was almost right. You have no idea. It was called... I kept going Technomancer. That's another kind of game. It was Techno Mage. It was kind of a Baldur's Gate rip-off, but you had this sort of Harry Potter-like character. That's what it was. He was such a goober. Tough as nails. It's this kid starting off. I'm really sure it had voice acting too. Alright. Let's see. So this is a different area than the one. It looks the same. But I can't get up that way. Up this way. Hup. The grinder. Yeah, thankfully, like, as much as people might hate on the block push, and I get it. But my god, is it fast in 2 minutes. You also don't have to listen to the same sound effect of Lara going, hip, hip, hip. It's like, fucking hell. Stop. Alright, so we're gonna destroy, burn these little, basically, struts to keep it from falling. And then you can see they're already on their little railings, so they're gonna be used up above. Up above here! Nice. Yeah, we'll play a little Fortnite in a bit. I want to test out all this new stuff. It's been a minute since I've got into it. I screwed myself. I kept messing with my controls and auto aim and everything else, and so I borked the whole thing. So that doesn't exactly give you much, you know, confidence in wanting to play. I've enjoyed the new season, but they've done the usual thing as they always do, which is release everything on top of each other. So I don't think anyone gives a flying F about the new season. They're just OGs to the max. Dun, 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 dun. AC Black Flag? Because I was thinking about pirates. Hell yes. Honestly, same. I haven't played BR since we won the other day. God, when even was that, dude? Just been playing festival and grinding. Nice. Grind. You guys would be great in an MMO or something, I'm telling you. You really would, because you're able to push it, and you probably just listen to music or watch a movie and just push it to the limit. Okay, cool. Is that them all? I don't think so, right? If you have them all, they should. Oh, there's another one over there. Should just fall down, load the cutscene. Cool. Alright, we're pretty close to the first boss here. He will give us the ability to warp between those caged areas. There's all the struts. Down she comes. Bonk! Also a very hard thing to do in games back then, which was that kind of movement of things. Nice, and you see that all the rails match up. Movement of things in real time. Tomb Raider would do it by very sneakily making a noise in the next room. Even when they right at the end of the first game, they needed to stimulate moving lava. It was just a block moving along, pushing in. It wasn't actually a liquid very smart the way they did it, but you know, once you kind of stop and dive for a second and take a look at it, it looks ridiculous. It's like you'd almost see a dude in the corner just pushing a prop along, you know. It was all they had, it's all they could do. Alright, boom! That's that done. We did that one a bit quicker. The other room messed me up. Nice. Let's see, is there anywhere we can get a few souls beforehand to do all that? Probably, yeah, probably didn't need to do it in the physical realm. Just letting my health go down. Yeah, I'll look into the magic. Most of it's sort of hidden powers anyway. I never even bothered. Never felt I needed it. One of those things you find out later in the magazine. Alright, cool, we'll just go straight into Malakat's fight. One of his brothers. What has become of you? Don't want to see what it looks like. They've transformed a lot of them. Nice, they kept the thing in this one. Mummy?
Show yourself, creature.
That is your brother.
Do you not recognize me, brother?
Oh, God!
Am I so changed?
Melchiah?
Look at his shoulder.
Yes, brother. You should have stayed where the master sent you, Raziel. You will find Nosgoth less pleasant.
This is like one of those bad plastic surgeons, right?
Come of my clan. Answer me, little brother, or I will.
Nothing little about him.
Horrid lips.
People never seem to remember that AC3 actually had the ships. Ship combat was obviously before Black Flag.
To a world of fear.
Yeah, a little bit of goofiness. Then there was like Rogue, right? Assassin's Creed Rogue.
Do you think I feel no revulsion for this form? Do you believe?
God, it looks so good. There's so many details I never even knew.
Risk his empire upon an
Little arm coming out of his shoulder. He basically he's eaten so many people, and then he grafts their skin to his body. He doesn't even have a proper jaw or anything. So this guy is interesting. He's going to kick your ass. Most of the bosses you're not going to have one-to-one combat. You'll see he'll use it here. His special move, he's able to pass between objects like that. See? So you can't get him that traditional way. So you're going to have to find a way to kill him. And if you come over and look around here, you're going to see a lot of cool things. I don't even need this thing that I'm using right now. It's probably useless. Each of these rooms gonna have a switch. Nice big spikies. Oh yes. So, if we can't beat him with a stick, you're gonna have to beat him some other way. So you gotta wait for him to come in. Very simple. And obviously he can turn invisible, so like drag him in. There he comes now. Wait till he's physical form. He's dumb enough to walk under. Oh, I didn't count, didn't I? A little bit more. There you go. He breaks that. No bueno. Almost tried to hit me there. So yeah, we gotta do this a couple of times. Not exactly like ingenious or anything, but as the first bosses go, pretty cool. Obviously, like everything else in life, when you know, you know. Everything's simple when you know. But it's not always the case. Oh, missed it there. Nice. Too busy watching his shadow. So now you gotta wait for him to come back out. Do it again. He was very quick to go through the door that time. First door, he was like, huh? What happened if I get squashed? You gotta get to him before he passes through the door normally. Come on. There you go. Raw. Bump, 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 bump. Oh, I'm getting that little thing over my body. When your health goes low, all this stuff starts to happen. And this one, I think it's the middle cage, right? Yeah, now we gotta get him into the meat grinder. Alright. So to do that, he's already kind of bloody. Yeah, you get this cool like little thing that goes over your body. It's like you want to push him over here so that he does his little magic trick. Hold on, camera's being a dupe. Make sure he's there so he doesn't go around it. Make him pass through. Yeah, I think he's doing it. So he's in the middle. And then will we get him first go? No, he moved around. Cheeky bugger. Alright, you gotta tighten up that angle. Almost, look at that. Even the camera caught him. Almost. So he has a brief moment as he's passing through where he has to pause to do it. And that's where you gotta capture him. He was too close behind me, so the angle didn't match up. Your best bet, I think. Where is he now? Draw distance. Where is? There he is. Best bet is to try and get him inside there. In the meantime, see? There you go. No, he's been a goober. You want to get him just the right. And he keeps going around. Come on, pass through. There you go. He's passing through now. I can see him. All right, go for it again. Go for broke. And looks like it's loading the cutscene, so I think we got him.
Tell me, Melchiah, where can I find Kain?
The master is beyond your reach, Raziel. He makes himself known when he sees fit, not when...
Bye-bye. Alright, if you guys want some doggy chow or some Lunchables, now's the time. Hold out your mouth.
I'm released.
Nice. You see, most of them want to be released. There we go. Now absorb his energy. Got the guts. Nice. First boss down. Now we have the power to move through bars and objects. Played a bit of Rogue, but never got into it. Give it another chance. Yeah, it's really good. Nice to play. Badass. I played Rogue. That one's at. Yeah, you get to go up across the north. What is it? Northeastern border near Canada and Alaska and penguins and stuff.
Insubstantial barriers such as these are no impediment to you in the spectral realm. Will yourself to pass.
3 is a lot of fun. I think we just played too much as hate them. They were so obsessed. You could see, like, when they got the idea, they must be like, we get to assassinate Abraham Lincoln. You just spend too long. So that intro is like a good punch before you even start. Alright, so now this one you just push through. I think you have to be in the spectral realm, yeah. And you just push through, and then he'll do his magical fucking badass mist. It's like a mist form. Pretty cool. So like, yeah, as I said, like almost Metroidvania style, you can now go back to certain areas and get through where you couldn't before. There actually might be something down there, is there? I'm no good with secrets at all. Anyone else be like, I know every last thing. I can't be doing with those type of people. It's one thing being a fan of something. Being this fucking Poindexter nerd about something, but making sure everyone has to play it just like you did. Oh, Jesus. Oh, looks like they're not got rid of all the bugs, huh? Jesus Christ. Oh, well. Yeah, it's a sort of gatekeeping. Like, people... I have memories and fan and stuff, you know, and I don't go around lecturing people. Like, I know a lot of people like Shadow of the Colossus and played it. I don't go around telling them what to do, what not to do. It holds a special place to me. That's my memories of it, you know. Same with this. So that's why I don't play a lot of old series. I won't touch Mega Man. A lot of old Resident Evils I won't go near either. I don't need that, you know. These are not fun people to hang out with. You know, it's cool having memories and chatting about things, but being like a weird... That's why I say Poindexter. I'm not trying to call names and be mean about it. I'm just like, can't you just enjoy something and let someone else enjoy something? Why do you have to critique their every movement in a game? And things? Like, who cares? That's one thing humans are good at, though. And see, that is an inadequacy problem where all they have are certain games and certain things. So what they do is... they feel like it's an attack of their person, and online gives everybody main character syndrome. So you've just very potent mix of really toxic behavior. No wonder why they're sitting in their fucking room for, you know, 10, 15 years without... Fuck having a girlfriend. How about just people that want to listen to them talk? Boom! Very rare. Come here, bitch. You want some of this? Bitch. Come here, bitch. Yeah, I'll miss... Trust me, I'll miss a lot of stuff. Yo, did that not impale him? Come here. Same with music, same with movies, same with everything. You'll always meet those kind of people. Jesus Christ. That's why they call it gatekeeper. Alright, it's probably not the right way back, but sure, look. It's all good. So yeah, certain things that would basically block you in the Spectral realm.
To the sanctuary of the clans, Raziel.
You won't. Hate them sucks, no one likes them.
Means to gain entry.
Wasn't there like things that were taken out? I know they took out the scalpel and stuff. But I think Hatham was supposed to be someone even bigger. I think he was meant to assassinate George Washington or be George Washington, something like that. One of those weird things. Alright, where was that place we were at? Where the hell this torch on? And it's like a place where we could fall down and there was like stuff. Was it down there? Might have been. It was like a chunk of health. Was it down there? Oh, maybe. That's no harm to fall down, fuck it. Yeah, I think it was there. Cool, I couldn't see it. Nice. I think go off 4 of these and you get extra health.
These artifacts enhance your stamina, enabling you to prolong your material
stamina, but it affects health.
Gather 5 to complete the emblem.
Fucking 5!
And augment your strength.
Augment them. Yubby yubby. Look at them run. Even a little shot in there too. Want some of this bitch? Come here. And yeah, Soul Reaver 2 improved on a lot of things, but then did away with boss fights. So a lot of people are kind of mixed on it. Bum, bum. You know me, I like to have a bit of both, a bit of everything. So yeah, this would be back up where we were earlier. Oh, cool. There's a lot of things that they didn't have a chance to put into the game. A lot of cut content in all the games, but they ended up just being part of other games then. Yeah, I think this is where one of the glyphs are, right? How's this work? Is one of the glyphs? I don't do magic. Maybe when you're full health or something. How this worked. Maybe it's something you gotta do later. I could have sworn the eyes open, they like shine that stuff at you. Like I said, I know very little about the glyphs. It's something I never bothered with as a kid. How the fuck did you do this? Yeah, it might be for later. Oh, no, here we go. Glad they put that thing there. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Jesus! That probably might have been half of the reason why I didn't get half the glyphs. I just didn't know what to do. Oh. What'll this one be? I think the earlier ones were like a lot of it was like force. I just called it force push in every game, but
once acquired, these glyphs empower you with elemental lore. Each spell exacts a sacrifice of energy, however. Use them sparingly.
There was one where you could just shoot fire, and everybody just used that one because it straight up kill the enemies. Ooh, what's that do? 2? Dude, I have no idea what I'm doing. This is like 0 out of 2. 2. Requires 2, does it? Ooh. What the fuck is this? Oh. A big old force blast, is that it? And then that one was for that. 1 out of 2. Anyway, yeah, later on when you get the Soul Reaver, a lot of the cut content was them wanting to put like elementals, different elementals on it, and just didn't work out. Dark and light Reavers and things like that. Yep, I definitely didn't mess, and I'll even use them even less. I suppose it ended up making the game a bit harder, would it? You're kind of preconditioned not to jump in the water because it's going to kill you. Well, you know, send you back here. Mainly it's used as a sort of a platforming reset, you know, or you failed a mistake. You can see they hide a lot of stuff down here too. Bop, bop, bop. So we're going back to basically the hub area. See, I don't, not to be mean around, but I don't see how how the map even helps, right? Health power-ups, 0 out of 1. Where was that? Stone glyph. Force glyph. There's a stone glyph I missed. Health power-ups. Acropolis, 1 out of 2. Is that where I am now? Eldritch energy power-ups. Locked. What's the misted area? Azure stronghold. I don't see how that map's gonna help that much, but anyway. I'd never had a map back then, you just figure it out as you go along. Get lost a few times. Yeah, it still is a little input delay because I wasn't just standing around there, I was pressing the B button, but it didn't get any of it. What's that meant to be? A glitch? Is that one of the glyphs? I don't know. Not sure what that was supposed to be. Seems like a dead end back here. No, this is. I keep coming over here. It's no good to me until I get the power to climb. But I would assume this is possibly one of the other glyphs or health upgrades for later. No boss fights. We were thinking remove boss fights never made a game better. Agreed, agreed. I just like a sense of fucking purpose, agency. I don't feel like I'm not doing anything. Here you go. Use this. Fast travel back to the center. Not that far anyway, I don't think. Believe is that's where the Elder God is. That's the time place. Alright, so this is how you'd fast travel. Just walk through. It was pretty cool for its time. And this is, I don't know if this counts as the sanctuary, is it? Is this coming back to him? Give us our next little mission. Maybe. Yeah, what are they? It must be, those must be little things to power up the glyphs. Isn't that weird? I never saw them in the game. I don't even know how to pick them up. Whatever. That is weird. In a game you love so much. I think we went the wrong way, didn't we? I think so. This is where he's kind of teaching us what to do. It's about as fast as old Raziel will go. Some people call him Raziel. I don't know, I've always said Raziel. There's definitely a little pronunciation of the E. But it doesn't help that all the voice actors kind of pronounce it a little bit different too. It is spelled IEL, so it's, you know, it should be Raziel. I think it's just make it a bit softer. Alright, Bishop, do you want us to come back here? What's this for?
With Melchiah's gift, your way is opened. Return to the seat of Kain's ill-omened empire. Its sterile silence has secrets yet to unveil.
Yeah. So now we go back to the lake. Well, no, we go back to the pillars of Nosgoth. Have a little tete-a-tete with Kain. A little meeting of the minds. He likes to mess around. I wonder, can you go back that way? Wow, why is this one red? Maybe for the glyph? Maybe because that's a red glyph? I'm not sure. Yeah, I never really messed with them at all. Never found the use of them. Something cool though. Almost felt they were probably a bit too hidden even for my dumbass. I remember people just shooting fire. Like, what the hell? Half these things you wouldn't even find out. It'd be like scuttlebutt between friends. All these games my friends didn't play because you come from kind of a poor rural part, like getting a hold of anything, and there wasn't much interest. Everyone else is sort of doing the only thing you could do in these areas, which was like farming and GA. There wasn't a whole lot. We had most of the fucking video games locked down. So a lot of the times then, unless it was something huge, even FIFA wasn't that big over here. Nope. Gotta be right in the center. It is a bit sensitive though. Always was. I think it's just they didn't want the player to accidentally be shifting because it would cost a lot of time. Hold on, no, maybe we can. Yeah, I probably preed a little bit there. That might be to the next area, or it could be to the pillars. So yeah, a lot of the secrets in games, I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't actually find some of them until like you get these little Easter egg books or magazines, and then honestly not until YouTube then. I'm like, Jesus Christ, even I didn't know about that. Anything I would find in the games, like weird accidents, and I'd have a lot of cheat books as well. Things like some of the bigger games just everybody had, like GTA and that. That was a lot different. That's the way I came in. No. And you'd start to get the urban myths about certain games. Why are we glowing yellow? It can't be right. This is just another shortcut with the fast travel. Oh, we can't go through because we're in the Spectral realm. Oh my god. Shout out to the map button. I'm gonna press you. I don't know, maybe just lock on and the left button, so that's where my brain goes. My brain. No, this was where we changed this around. Oh. Goodish down here, maybe? Nice. With the first Blood Omen, oh man, it's so many powers, it's crazy. Turn into a bat, mist, you can even turn into a werewolf, which kind of broke a lot of the normal notions that of vampire lore, you know? Like, what? Werewolf as well? This seems like a punish area if you fall down there, is it? These guys look insane in the remake. Good job. I'm calling this a remake, I don't care. It's pretty damn close. At this point, there's such a leap and everything else with the controls and camera that it's not your stereotypical remaster. I suppose we've just been so preconditioned and broken thanks to Sony what the hell a remake and remaster means. They're out here fucking remaking things within years and then remastering things after a couple of years. They've broken everything. They're charging people for it as well. It's like, what the hell are we doing here with Horizon Zero Dawn again? Last was part 2 again? Last was part 1 again? What the fuck are you doing, Tony? You're so bored and greedy. Useless. Everyone's like, oh, but the PS5's doing so well. Yeah, I know it's doing so well. It was the last thing you played on it of worth, you know? You're still championing Stellar Blade and her fine ass. I'm like, go play something else. Go touch some grass. Is there anything else to play? Good lord. Play Astrobot for the 15th time. It'll take another 5 hours. So stupid. If you don't ask for better, you won't get better. And then you're stuck playing the same remasters. Piss off. I don't know if this is the right way. Let me see. I think so. Maybe I need to go back into the physical realm. It'd be nice to get a chat with. Maybe did he say go back to the Lake of the Dead? No, I can't say go back to the pillars. I don't think we've been there yet, unless they're one in the shame. It could be one in the shame. This is where we like push this switch, right? I don't even go this way. No. Oh, look at that up there. Gilby! Hoping we get to see and do a lot more with Sony. So where did that other place going next year? You know, I think with the Game Awards, as far as I know, it'll be Days Gone, but I'm hearing little rumblings of Wolverine, we'll see. And every now and then there's little check-ups for GTA 6. And it's just kind of the same thing. It's like, are they going to push to 2026? What you're going to see next year, I think, is you're going to see a huge amount of devs just not giving you dates for games, and it's going to be really annoying. But the only person you need to blame for that is Rockstar. By not giving us proper GTA date, everyone else is on you know, basically on the back burner, afraid. Maybe that's all of it. Afraid to step near them. Step on toes. Yeah. I think if the little thing lights up underneath it, you can go there. It's like the end area, okay. Some of these areas I have like one little fast travel open, but nothing else we can do yet. As well, I'll definitely get lost. Yeah, I was expecting a bit much from the map, I think. Unless you can zoom in. They should have went more Metroidvania with the map and just have it, even if it's like little tiny surfaces. You know? Maybe, no? No, that's it. It's just, that's not... It's a map, I guess. As crude as it would have been, I wouldn't have minded it. I definitely get lost. Oh, flip, and I definitely pressed the map button about 50 times. Not much we can do with this guy here, we're just leaving swinging. There we go, let's get some of these pieces. Yummy, yummy. I don't think there was anything else I could do in here, was there? I think I'm just keep getting ahead of myself. That's what's getting me lost, I think. Nothing fancy. It's telling me basically to go back. I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. Amazon are like messing me around. I swear to God. So everyone's like just put on the back burner for 23rd, 24th, even though it should take 2 days, and then they're fucking around. They're just fucking around. Let me see. Going way back to the start, I think. Wait, wasn't there something down there too? Nice. Hey, look. Even if this is backtracking, we're getting some goodies. Yeah, we 3 out of 5 already. Definitely want that extra health. Unironically, it's mainly just to survive as long as you can, not even in the boss fights. Just out in the open. It's like refilling oxygen almost. Because the bosses, I don't think there's even that much you do fighting them really. I can remember there's a one big fishing monstrosity one, big fish thing. I remember him causing me a whole heap of trouble. Usual kind of platformer falling off. Is there a play? Okay. Are we able to get back up that one? Nice. Bum. I just like seeing the world twist and turn when you're doing that. It's interesting to see all this glyph stuff. Yeah, no, now we're back here. Just on the big circle. Where the hell did he want me to go then? Wow. Always that close to it. I wonder will Assassin's Creed Shadows at this point will even come out, you know? Ubisoft are like seconds away from being bought, I think. The question is, will they take out the Black Samurai? Because this is, if they do that, they're bending to the knee to racist and weird stuff. It's stupid. And if they keep it in, it's just this constant fucking weird thing where clearly they've manipulated a little bit of history, and then there is some history there. So it's just a mix of both fucking nonsense at this point. But it is without a shadow of doubt one of the stupid things I'll ever see about video games. I just, yeah, look, I went right and should have went left. Nice. Caw. But we can't get up here yet, can we? Maybe. Until we drown. It's just over here. Where the hell now? What's up, you little bitch? This could be back inside where we were. I'm not gonna lie, I have no fucking clue. Maybe I'll just keep going. I don't need to go where he wants me to go. Anything else in here? It just seems like an area where you fall down if you mess up. Come on, I'm good here. Bum, ba-dum. Hey, yo. What's up, little dude? I like how they just immediately die. Can we come in here yet? Nope. I think this may act as... This might be the last human bastion, a walled off city. Yeah. That's for later. Because the poor little guard out at the post ran into me. Brand new. Now we're just finding all little later areas and optional areas. So, dude. A grenade launcher. What was the... Oh. Can we hit that from here? Oh. Gotta put it on top of each other. Bum 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 bum. Better not grenade launch me, you little shit. I can hear you lining something up. Hell yeah. Little trident. Shit, I'm going to die. Wait, what?
The human citadel. Its towering walls and deep moats engineered to keep Nosgoth's vampire plague at bay.
Hmm? Yeah, probably definitely not meant to be here yet. Oh, not gonna make it, is he? Oh, he just did. The camera said no.
The city was well fortified against vampires. Its human architects hadn't considered a breach by a creature such as myself.
It's just cool that you can go to all these places so early. Definitely not supposed to be. Nice. Nothing like killing off the last of what's little left of the humans. Look at the normal little civilians. Yes, run! Run, you little shits! I mean, what? Azil would never. I don't think there's any need to even be here this early. I'm just messing around. Maybe for a few extra bits. Probably stop me at some point. Yummy, yummy. Fruit salad. Human souls. Yummy, yummy. Hey, girl. Don't scream. Come bearing gifts. So used to Kain just eating everybody and sucking their blood. Have Raziel just eating their soul like... Damn. Now these will all go back to our benefactor, the Elder God. His purpose is the Wheel of Time, as he calls it. It's all about life and death. And these immortal vampires taking over have destroyed that circle of life and death. But in reality, he feeds off of these souls. He may be a sort of a Grim Reaper, but he's feeding off it. So really what's wrong with him is that his food supply is gone. That's why he wants Kain dead. It's basically what happens when you choose the evil ending of a game and build an entire franchise off it. Very brave. Very cool. I don't know if there's anything else we can do in here. I'm just messing around now, being lost. Being my usual self. It'd be nice to have a little fast travel for later, maybe. Maybe there's much we can do here. Bum, 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 bum. I bet you, watch it, if I go through here, it'll tell you where this teleporter is. 3, 4. Oh, maybe it's not that far ahead. It's not that one, is it? No. So all these symbols are unrecognizable. They're basically, think of them as coat of arms for our brethren. Oh, I'm such an idiot. It wouldn't be here because I'm already here. Idiot. The absolute idiot. Now let's have a look at it. It should be pretty late in the game, honestly. Time 1. I think they also match up with... Is that it? No. Should be lit up. Actually, it might just put them in row when you find them. There it is there. It's not that far. Oh, I love that. I know it looks so goofy and so goofy, whatever, but it's really cool for its time. Really, really cool. Just stepping through to the fast travel. Like even nowadays, it's all hidden behind most load screens, you know. Even the really fast ones, like the subway in Spider-Man, still load screen. That was you walking through. I thought it was pretty cool for its time. It blew me away as a kid. I was like, holy shit. Not that I used it very often. These kind of games, even as a kid, I like to complete them. but it was, you know, it was inevitable I was gonna fail and die and not finish them off. Don't think we can impale him with the torch, sadly. No. I have to leave him sitting pretty. I thought I was meant to go to the pillars, but maybe just the natural progress would take us there. Have our first little hello with Kain. Sure. In the sanctuary of the clans. Yeah, I think that's right. Okay, look at that human citadel. So it is about halfway. I was right. Shit, I'll still get lost. One of the coolest fucking soundtracks ever. Now, can I light this off of this? Nay, I cannot. That would have been too easy. What's going on, lads? Yeah, that's wild just seeing all this stuff here. All these glyphs. All this glyph energy or whatever it is. It's so funny. I swear to God, I didn't bother with the glyphs at all. Dee dee dee. It's just not for me. He's a magic hater. Get him! Just going around big dirty circles now, trying to find some nice secret stuff. Gibby gibby. Nice spike to throw them up on as well. What was cool about Primal was when you went to each area, that was Jen's whole thing, that she would have the ability to, he's a good lad, to sort of become one with that demon clan in each area. So you'd be like half vampiric in one, it's like vampire and witch, like hair's place. Nice. Stick around! Arnie, what are you doing in Soul Reaver? Soul Reaver, starring Arnie and Sly Stallone, Sly Sylvester Sly. Meow meow meow. Maybe it was this one. It brings you to different places. Is that it? Will it open this one now? No, it's buggered. Can we turn this? Like a little timer. So you got this. You got this. Is it broken? We just can't do it yet. Oh yeah. Looks so good. We back, baby. This is meant to be all fucking underwater by this point. Huh? Never. Just back down here. It's up there. Oh, it's over there. Bramp. Bramp. Let me in. Lads. This is probably, yeah, this is just going to take me deeper into Malachite's place, which we've already done. Yeah, it's, I fucking know it's kind of on the way to one of the other places. That's why it always confused the piss out of me. It's like, oh, you're actually going to this clan member's place. The vampire clan. Yeah, look at this. How do you even pick this stuff up? Is it just while it's here? You press it. I don't even know how to use it. 1 out of 2. Doesn't absorb it like that. Yeah, I don't know. That'll just go to show. No matter how many times I played it, still don't understand the glyphs. It's like a weird magic thing. The whole last quarter of the game that I don't even mess around with. Lol. No, this must be for later too. I'm getting all my memories all jumbled up. This guy's just chilling down there. Good for you. What's up with this bitch? Sleepy, sleepy. I must have threw that over there. You shall not pass. Yeah, I wanted to get to the first meeting of Aziel and Kain after the fact, because it's just so good. They have just incredible writing, but got this great chemistry. Brothers, rivals, nemesis. Yeah, wasn't it not this place I was supposed to go to? Right, that's Raziel strong. Maybe it's this one with the claws. Got that. Stone glyph. I don't think I did that. Maybe it's the silenced cathedral. That sounds familiar for the next place. Yeah, knowing my dumb ass, it was like, oh, if you just went left here instead of right, you would. That's perfect. Perfect. It's all good. You must leave your past behind you. You got pee so bad, it's like all I can think of. I gotta pee. Just leave all these weapons behind me. I'm so sorry. Nice, it's a good job on his wings as well. Just barely allow you to glide. Maybe I can't go this way yet. Or was it underwater? Cathedral's a good one. They have to it's got to do with sound and stuff. I'm not sure. Maybe we'll keep going this way anyway. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Yeah, I didn't. The map does not help really at all. I was hoping it would. Because even I fucking get lost. No matter if I play a game 100 times. Bump, 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 bump. The times that I see people not getting lost in the game is either you played like freaking 6 months ago, or if you're like doing speed runs or something. By then you've just naturally trained your brain in sort of a bad way as well. What led there? And this leads back to our little hub area. Which then, that kind of makes me feel like this is the way forward. Yeah, I love this. I love it. I think you can even climb up on them. Yeah, see, look up there. Once you have to get the... Yeah. And you get the little climbers. That closes that off. So cool. I'm just going around in circles now. Bollocks, I don't know which way is the big starting off. I really do think it's that way, into the silent theater. He's telling me to go to the sanctuary. I don't, sanctuary, you know, with all your fellow brethren. I don't think that is the same as the sanctuary on the map, though. I feel like it's an area before you get to Silent Cathedral. It's basically a place where he gets to see all of the different clans and see how the... Might even be just in here, actually. Yeah, look, I think so. I think so. And I was kind of here. So you see all the different clans there. I told you, see, it was on its way to another place. That's why my dumbass gets lost. I gotta kill this guy. Because it's on the way to another... Feel like you... No, it's so south on the map, and that's not really true either. It's not that south on the map. Here we go. Time for a little chatty poop. It's nice. It's almost like Arabic in a way or something, right? I suppose if you think of like, oh my god, I'm so horny for the map, but what the hell? He won't fall off himself, but he will get pushed. Oh boy, nice. Oh damn! Oh! Not enough. Did it kill the other guy? I think it did. My brain will always go like, you know, left buttons for... There you go. Left buttons for lock on and stuff, you know. Dude, they would kick your ass without a weapon. Doesn't seem like much, that's all it takes. Here we go. Let's get him in the noggin. Dunk! That was easy. Alright, where can we put your ass? Anything else around here? It will, like, eventually sort of wiggle and wake up. It's not stunned forever. That should do it. Thanks for the top of the health. Have a nice little bath. I noticed their body doesn't disappear. Interesting. It burns for 1,000 years. See, that was probably his soul, but it came from behind. They tend to kind of clip through the world. This looks gorgeous. Oh, more little buddies. Many friends you got, huh? Nice, we kind of phased through each other. You're mine. I don't think there's anywhere to spike this guy, is there? Fuck it. Ain't got time for you, boy. Damn. So yeah, pretty much anything with bars like this. So he's not... You can't pass through solid walls, sadly, or doors. But anything with bars at all like that, you're good to go. Which is really cool. It's sort of like a missed... Hold on, was there... Maybe I missed it. I'd be dumb like that. Are these two bars going to the same place? Brain not working, chocolate. Looks like they spruced up his hair as well. Raziel must have went to Turkey. Here we go. Sorry about that. Hey, look, like, honestly, it didn't even cost us that much because we got 2 more pieces of upgrade, so... Hell yes. Here we go. Look at that. It's got the Soul Reaver on the door. Here we go. Our first little chatty poo. Pooey chat. At that Skull Blade. It was in Blood Omen and they didn't know. They didn't know.
Raziel.
Here we go. There they are.
The abyss has been unkind. I am your creation, Kain. Now.
Finally we'll meet.
You criticize.
You create a monster.
Work.
Your own downfall.
What have you done with my clan, degenerate? You have no right.
Degenerate. See, it was an insult back then. Nowadays, it's the way of life.
Child.
Damn you, Kain! You are not God! This act of genocide is unconscionable! Conscience? You dare to speak to me of conscience? Only when you have felt the full gravity of choice.
Choice.
You dare question my judgment. Your lifespan is a flicker compared to the mass of doubt and regret that I have borne since Mortanius first turned me from the light.
True.
To know that the fate of the world hangs dependent on the advisedness of my every deed? Can you even begin to conceive what action you would take in my position?
I would choose integrity, Kain.
Look around you, Raziel. See what has become of our empire.
All the pillars.
Witness the end of an age. The clans scattered to the corners of Nosgoth. This place has outlasted its usefulness. As have you.
Yes. Let it begin. This is awesome. Okay.
Soul Reaver, Kain's ancient blade. Older than any of us and 1,000 times more deadly. The legends claimed that the blade was possessed and thrived by devouring the
souls of its victims. Sound familiar?
For all our bravado, we knew what it meant when Kain drew the Soul Reaver in anger.
Death.
It meant you were dead.
There we go. So we got a little fight with Kain already. One of many. Not too difficult, sadly. He's more testing us. He's basically... Yeah, he's going to teleport around and smack the crap out of us. And then you basically got to run to him before you can get that spell off. I think you only have to hit him 3 times. It really is that easy. I just mugged it up. There he is. Use these pillars. Oh, you can get me through the wall as well, you little stinker. Alright. Let's not have to deal with this big wretch. How long did it take you to absorb that soul, you little shite? Yeah, I'm trying not to talk during their conversation because it's just, oh well, it's almost Shakespearean, it's so well written. Oh, I love it so much. Alright, it's gotta be close, come on. Jab you! There you go, there's one hit. You're not even really gonna hurt him. He's just testing you, testing the waters. I think he's gonna get me this time, there's no way of escaping. He got very far over. He only has 3 spawn places and I've yet to actually do a good job. Because that stupid little demon gets a shot off, I can't recover my health. It's just an annoyance. You're an annoyance. No, he's absorbed my health. God damn you. Mind your business. I'll fight Kain, not your ass. Come on, it's taking him so long to absorb it. He still didn't absorb it. What the hell? There you go. Come on, you're the real prize, Kain. Monster you created will now be your downfall. Ugh, get over there. Look, he looks like a messiah. Look how tall he is compared to Raziel as well. It's just amazing. Alright, that should do it. There you go. Don't worry, he's not really hurt. They are superhuman beings, but wait for it. He's just playing with you, Raziel. And the proof. Boom. Yes. The defining moment, the Soul Reaver slams against Raziel and destroyed.
So it unfolds, and we are a step closer.
But Kain was not
destiny.
Surprised. He was expecting that to happen. And away he goes, our first meeting. We're left with more questions than answers. Soul Reaver destroyed, but its spectral version is now ours.
Kain's eye when the Soul Reaver was destroyed.
Destiny's choice. It all hangs in the balance. I fucking love this series.
Finishing move.
So now we get our own little Soul Reaver. Now it does come with some caveats. They can't make you a god straight off the bat.
From this moment and ever afterward, you and this blade are inextricably.
It basically drains your life. It's trying to eat
Soul
you.
Reaver and Reaver of Souls.
Oh, but listen to what they're saying very closely. You'll get what's going on.
The sword, you have liberated it from its corporeal prison and restored it to its true form.
A Wraith Blade. Energy unbound. Yes. Look at this thing. Oh, sick! It does have the lightning going up his arm. That's fantastic. Some versions didn't have that. So we can use this. We can impale. We can even shoot beams out of it later. Oh, here we go. Another fabled character.
Come to taunt this bound spectre.
Ariel,
I did not intend to disturb your
a
rest.
ghost of the pillars.
Rest.
I always remember the pillars being out in the wide open, so every time I see this temple, it's like, oh.
Bones are required to recline.
Yeah, she's another guardian of the pillars, but unfortunately has become like ghost and cursed.
Ceaselessly conscious
She manipulates things behind the scenes. Good, bad, Who knows?
Ghastly
Think of her as
past,
Athena from God of War.
future. Are they one and the same?
She looks amazing. Let's see what she looks like from the past.
Always here.
Boom! Look at the difference.
How have you come to haunt these pillars?
Really good job.
Kain refused the sacrifice. The pillar of balance, corrupted to its core, stands as a monument to his blind ambition.
He was supposed to sacrifice his life, resetting the world and the pillars. Instead, he chose oblivion.
Home, thanks to the avarice of your master.
The greed
Kain.
of Kain.
Bastard can claim no allegiance from me.
Then we share a common foe, Raziel. Return
Look at the
here
difference.
when you
It's
have
crazy, night and day.
Ariel remembers what others have forgotten.
Great job, Aspire. Great job, everyone on the team that helped out. True fans. Nice. Ooh, look at all this. Fancy! Nice. See, I think in the spirit realm, you're good to go. It won't hurt you. You just become freaking god. When you summon this in the physical realm, it needs sustenance to live, the Wraith Blade, so it drains your life. So you become an unstoppable force, but you're going to die eventually. That's what it actually looks like. And yeah, it was a part of Blood Omen. It's a sword you get like halfway through the game, and it talks about how legendary it is and all that. But then you just get stronger ones later. But in reality, this is something that Amy Hennig's team and that just latched onto. Like, oh my god, this blade is amazing. And they turned this whole thing about it, and it's really cool. Really damn cool. So yeah, later on you're going to be able to like shoot these beams out of it and everything. It's bloody wild. And then obviously near the end of the game, you get stronger and it stops kind of absorbing stuff out of you. Pretty cool.
Far in the eastern mountains, a stifled titan stands in mute surrender.
It's the silenced
Host to a parasitic
Silenced Chapel.
swarm.
The one I was trying to help us out, is she? Let's see what it looks like. I don't remember the like lightning coils in the original. We'll see. No, it's still there. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Who knows? That was a point, and I think there was like little, kind of almost like soul-like embers coming off it as well. They're kind of gone too. All right. What's this one for? It's for more glyph stuff, is it? Still don't know much about that. And that's like, that's for life, isn't it? Just free life energy. I don't know, I'll have to figure that stuff out. As weird as it sounds, I never really messed with it. Yeah, Kain is long gone now. There we go. As you can see, watch, it's going to start to eat into our health now. Pretty badass, huh? Definitely cooler than Lightsaber. Yeah, I said it. There's his magical throne, and there's all the pillars. They go way up into the sky, and there's one to go all the way down to the bottom. Okay, you got those special doors that can only be opened by the Reaver. Alright, cool. Nice and saving everyone. Okay, cool. Alright, that's enough out of that anyway.